Okay, well, you know, speaking of somebody who's on his ass a lot, um, cue the fucking intro. Let's go.
Oh god.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Idiots Rolling Dice. We're back with the side quest today. Monster Hunters Wanted. Mr. Jimmy was not feeling well, unfortunately, so we had to make it last minute audible. But I think we all have a lot of fun playing this one as well, so I think we're happy to be here, excited to play Dungeons and Dragons with our friends, too. That always makes me very happy. Um, I tonight will be back to dungeon mastering an episode of this campaign, this little side quest thing. I'm Mimic the Idiot, uh, and I am joined by some wonderful people tonight. Starting first with Miss Daisy Cakes.
Hi everybody, I'm Daisy. I am back to play Miss Forrest for this adventure, and I'm excited. I like getting to do this. I'm excited for rage and frenzy and all of these angry things that are happening. It's great. I'm excited.
Rage. Next up, Mr. Played a Fool.
Hello, I'm Played a Fool. Back playing Zephyr. Just having fun playing Chaotic Evil. Seeing how much fun I can have with it.
You're not that evil. You're like mildly evil.
Yeah, chaotic evil is supposed to be like evil.
Alignments are bullshit. Last but not least, Mr. Vex.
What's poppin'? Going back to Quinn, because clerics are just badass. So, yeah.
Clerics are indeed badass. Great class. Real good. Real good. So we are back in the country of Varakia. And all around the little Monster Hunter community, messages have been sent out to people to help with a little port town called Westhoff. Westhoff I said a little port town. It is one of the major shipping ports on the western coast of Varakia. It is, quite significant to where it is, where a lot of the international trade comes in. It's also, huge for fishing. It was one of the few, major towns that didn't get destroyed by the huge famine because of their ability to get out in the ocean, fish, deal with things that weren't, directly inland with the city. So it is one of the most well-respected and most well-functioning cities here, still, 20 years after the big famine hit. However, word has been getting around that apparently people around the docks have been going missing lately, and that is, of course, very bad for business, especially with lucrative international trade deals. So monster hunters all over the country have been getting contacted about coming down to help with the problem. And we'll start first with Mr. Quinn. How you doing? How you getting to Westhoff?
Probably just away, Quinn's a pretty standard dude. I mean, he was City Watchman for a while, so he thought, like, our buddy Zephyr over there, stealing shit. He's probably just paying somebody to, like, a cart fare or something, taxi.
Okay. So you are on, like, the back of this cart, like a little commuter cart. It's carrying some grain and stuff and other passengers to Westhoff from kind of the middle of, like, the center of the country a little bit. Go ahead and give me a perception check as you notice yourself getting closer to the city.
Not a good roll. Not a good roll. Luckily, I have a +6. 15.
15. So obviously, like, you begin to smell the salt water in the air. You hear the distant echoes of bells in the ports. And as you kind of see, like, come into the city on the first glance, you do notice that it's bustling. It's very lively. Of all the cities you've kind of been to, most of the cities where monsters attack are like outskirts or like fringe cities. This one is, wildly well guarded, but they seem to be having some serious trouble. Most of the people seem unbothered by whatever's going on here. But you can tell the guards, you don't know if it's for sure, because, just there are guards in a big city, or if it's something else going on. A lot of the guards do seem very tense. but your cart comes to a stop and you get let off. What are you doing?
Going up right to a guard and talking to some old friends.
Give me a history check to see if you know who this is.
Ooh. 16?
16. Okay, so you see a guy, his arms are crossed. They're in like, it's like a very warm climate here. So they're in like a short sleeve, kind of like midway buttoned, like brown shirt with like some patches on it and like very light looking pants. You see this one guard has his like arms crossed, sword at his hip, that like reaches into the like front pocket of his shirt, pulls out a little something, takes a swig of it. And you recognize this is somebody from one of your old City Watch days, named Brendan. Just kind of sitting there, takes a quick sip, puts it back in. Arms continue to cross, looks to be like patrolling around.
I walk over, slam my shield on the ground, go, Brendan, should I tell on you like I usually do?
Are you the same kind of rat you were back then?
No?
Well, then I wouldn't be telling me. What do you gain? What do you gain from telling on me?
Just to fuck with you.
Yeah, well, you know, not all of us are good enough to be good monster hunters out there. You know, some of us gotta deal with what we've dealt, and some of us, our jobs fucking suck, so.
I was one of you. I know how much this shit sucks. I just train day in, day out.
Yeah, well, you know what, I can't do that. I'm not as capable as you. Takes another swig, a little more in the open this time. What you here for, Quinn?
I heard you guys had some trouble. Been hearing, at least, the circles of everybody else.
Yeah, the major down at the port, she's pretty unhappy with people going disappearing and such. You know, especially with all the Microponesians there. They're bringing in a whole bunch of new stuff, a lot of building materials to help kind of with the city, because they have like, you know, all this shit over the seas there. We can't have this Microponesian deal fall through. So the people going missing,
Makes sense.
not super happy.
Well, I mean, good seeing you. I know not wins, but, you know, stay alert.
Stay safe there, Quinn.
Hey, you too, buddy.
Yeah. All right. Zephyr. You're probably already to the city. It is a big, like, hub of, like, culture and celebration, and has a lot of bars and back alley gambling games. So you're doing a little dice game back in the corner. Go ahead and give me a luck check.
That's just a straight D20.
Yeah,
right?
just straight
Yeah.
D20 roll and tell me what you get.
14.
14. Okay, so you're staring across this person. They're like, "Whoa, looks like your luck's running out there, Zephyr boy." And they're gonna roll. And you see, basically, you're trying to get like match pairs on the dice. And they roll a pair of sixes. You roll a pair of fours. It's just like, whoo, they slide a few hundred, or not a few, like a few gold pieces across. Looks like your time is out. I think you're done here. We've cleaned you out pretty good there, Zephyr.
Yeah, dice was never really my thing. I'm more of a card player.
He really fucking is, eh? This guy knows. In your head, you just hear that voice.
Not the best card player, but I'm close to it.
Well,
Got to keep the voice happy.
Yeah, that's he's just being modest. Obviously, he beat me. He's pretty good. He must be pretty good. Hey, don't you got some shit to do in this town, buddy?
Yeah, I got to make more money. So I'm losing it all at dice.
No, fucking just rob them when you leave or some shit. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, that's probably gonna happen.
So you leave this like little back alley, you know, carrying a cup of something. Go ahead and give me a perception check as you kind of walk around the streets of Westhoff.
That would be a 10.
10. You're just kind of like, fuck, pissed off that you lost your money. You noticed kind of a similar thing because you've been here for like a day or two already. Similar thing to Quinn. You notice that a lot of the guards do seem pretty tense or on edge a little bit, but like nothing has seemed super out of the ordinary in the couple days you've been here. But what's Zephyr gonna do?
Well, I would think in the few days that he's been there, he'd been asking around about the happenings and why everybody is like on edge.
Yeah, and you've basically gathered the same thing that Quinn just kind of gathered, that people have been going disappearing in one of the ports, and that it could, if not solved, have huge implications for this trade deal that has been important for the rebuilding of Varakia.
So he's basically just gonna seek out more information, see if anybody knows, like, is like a certain class of people gone missing? Is it like just the fishermen? Is it other people?
Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
6.
6. In what you kind of like, talk with people about. Basically, it just seems people from the ports. Sounds mostly like workers and stuff. But that's all you really get.
Okay.
Okay. Miss Forrest, how are you arriving to Westhoff?
Walking.
Classic Miss Forrest. Just walks into the gates of the city. Immediately, many of the guards like greet you with like a sign of respect, polite head nod. And as you kind of walk into the city, you see Quinn talking to one of the city watch, and seems to say his piece and turn away. And Quinn and Miss Forrest, your guys' eyes meet here.
Quinn just goes, "What up?"
Quinn, you're alive. That's good.
Oh, what do you mean?
It's nice to see a familiar face once in a while. It's been a rough little break for me. Well, what I thought was gonna be a break. I've been dealing with a lot. So anyway,
Like what?
just
I mean, I
Really
get
what?
monster hunting can be dangerous, but
I fought lots of creatures. I went through the forest. I thought it was going to be quicker, and I ended up getting chased up a tree. It was a lot, and I don't want to talk about it, to be honest. But we can.
well, no.
Happy to be resting. That's
Please
all.
explain. You
No.
had to
nope,
climb
that's
up a tree?
Yes. Well, again, walking through the forest, didn't really know what it was. I heard footprints behind me, so I assumed that it was going to be some kind of wild beast that wanted to eat me because, everything would want to eat.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of meat on your bones.
It's like good strong meat too. Like they would be
Nice and lean.
so lucky. So I was listening to these footprints and they kept getting closer to me. And I was like getting kind of nervous because I still couldn't see anything, but I kept hearing them. And then I kept running and I kept hearing these footprints and I kept hearing them and I kept hearing them and I kept hearing them. And the more I ran, the more I heard them. And it was really freaking scary. And then, you know what? I just figured if I ran up a tree, then whatever was running after me would stop. But then the footprints stopped. So then I was really confused. And I sat in the tree for a little while, probably about 5 or 7 hours. And then I got down and I started walking here. And so it was kind of a rough night. Hence why I don't want to talk about it.
So, let me get this straight. One of the most famous monster hunters right now, right? One of the bravest was scared of footsteps?
No.
Ooh,
I was
that's gonna be a story for everybody.
I was
Oh,
ready to
God.
fight. I was ready to fight. I go up the tree, and then I don't hear anything. I still don't see anything. If it was something invisible, there's nothing I can do about that. I can't punch something that's invisible. I have to be able to see the thing that I am supposed to punch. If I can't see the thing that I'm supposed to punch, no punching. I don't see, I can't punch. Doesn't happen. I can't do
You
it.
you could swing randomly if you hit a
What
bunch of mass. It's still gonna hurt it.
Okay, well that doesn't really make any sense.
Miss Forrest, you feel like you hear breathing like right behind you, like right on your neck.
Let's see. Something's wrong. I keep just. Okay, right. Cool. So
Can I make an insight and just see like
Yeah, go ahead and make an insight check.
get a 19?
I mean, here's what you can get with a 19 insight. She seems startled by something, almost like haunted or hunted by something. You have heard of such things in terms of like dealing with specters and stuff, or like ghosts, undead type creatures. She seems like she's probably had a rough encounter with something beyond the mortal plane.
Okay. Yeah, well, I'll leave it be for now, but I'm not letting that one go. That's great. That's a great story.
now listen, you can talk all you want until you've been there, and that's just the way it is. Fine. I don't care. Whatever.
It's about that
So,
dinner.
I'm gonna go figure it out, and no, it's not gonna happen.
Why not?
It's just not.
We're in a nice port town. We have a nice view if you have a front a restaurant.
Well, I'll tell you what. We can work on trying to figure out what's going on with the people that are going missing. We can have a meeting about that and eat food if you want.
Sure.
Okay.
I'll take it.
Perfect.
Okay. So as you guys kind of walk further into the city, both of you, Miss Faris and Quinn, give me a perception check.
18.
10.
So Miss Faris, you see Zephyr kind of like frustratingly stumble out of an alley, a little further ahead of you.
Frustratingly stumble.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of like kicking the ground
Oh, okay. All right.
a little bit.
Okay. I had a different picture of something else in my head, so okay, go ahead. Sorry.
And yeah, you see Zephyr ahead of you. Looks like he's heading towards like the coastline where the port would be.
I see Zephyr ahead of us. Let's go catch up with him. See what
Why
he's
is
up to.
he always like coming out of an alley?
I don't know. You know, I was thinking the same thing. He's always just stumbling out of places, or falling out of places, or being
Or
thrown
running
out
a
of
cart?
places.
Or running a cart through a house?
Yeah, running carts through places.
Hey, my guy gets into a lot of trouble there. But he's a fun spirit. Miss Ferris, you hear that in your head.
Did
You good?
Did you just say something to me?
No, not at all.
He didn't say shit.
God, is it you?
Yes, I fucking brought you back to life. I am your goddamn god.
Oh my God, what is happening right now?
I've been here the whole time, lady. I'm just busy.
You
But you know,
busy?
two of my little friends here are in the same city, so
Doing
I
what?
guess-
What? Wait, why am I talking to you?
yeah,
Why are you
your friend
talking to
your
yourself?
friend Quinn thinks you're fucking crazy right now. Especially when you told him about the fact that you didn't tell him, but there's a ghost also haunting your fucking mind. It's been weird here, sis.
You
I'm good.
that for a second.
We'll get back to it. Let's go see what Zephyr's up to.
I mean, girl, I am a cleric.
I
I
just,
have,
okay.
I can speak
right.
to the gods and heal and uncurse people.
That ain't nothing. He cannot speak to me, sweetie. That's how it goes. I'm sorry. He ain't that kind of cleric.
There. I don't know if you're even going to be able to help with it, but you know what? At this point, that's it. I just keep hearing a voice, and that makes me sound crazy. I realize that makes me sound crazy, but this is the only thing because every time I ask you, you're not talking, and there's nobody else around, and I'm not talking. So there's somebody else here.
Once again, you hear breathing like right behind you.
Can I like make an Arcana check to see if any like divine energy is coming out of her? Like if a god actually is talking to her,
Sure.
or would that be a religion check?
If you want to see if there's like a god talking to her, it'd be a religion check. If you want to see if there's like a magical energy around her, that'd be an Arcana check.
Do a religion check. 'Cause I'm better in that. It's gonna be a 17.
No god you know of.
Feeling like divine energy or no?
Nope. Not
Huh.
divine.
The person that's talking to you, did it say it was a god?
I don't remember. I don't.
You can just ask me questions.
Are you a god?
No.
What are you?
That's for me to know and you to find out.
Oh, it's laughing.
I didn't say I was going to answer all of the questions. I said you could ask.
He doesn't want to answer them. He has a very sneaky sounding voice.
I'm not sneaky. I'm a fun guy.
I don't know if this is fun. This isn't fun for me, so I feel like it's not fun.
Bitch, you'd be dead if not for me. So this is going to be fun. Okay?
Okay. Okay. I'm okay, great. So I'm clearly being hunted and it's a punishment for being alive. So
It's not a punishment for being alive. I told you when I brought you back to life, there was going to be a little tax. Part of the little tax is me resting on your shoulder. Also, I am not the one haunting you. There is something else haunting.
I don't like any of this.
You shouldn't. It's bad.
Oh, Quinn. This
Get
is
back to
really
talking
bad.
to your friend
I
Quinn. My
know.
boy Zephyr up there. You can go talk to him too. There's some shit going on in this city though.
It's bad. There's a lot of bad stuff happening with me right now. This guy is separate from the other shit that's happening. So I am just,
I mean, maybe if we finish this task, right? Maybe I'll ask my god to see if he can help.
well, we can certainly try, but
My god is a little temperamental, but he can.
My God, is an awesome God. That's what he
Shut
fucking sounds
up.
like right now.
oh my god, just shut up. Not you. I'm sorry.
He's-
Not you. And now,
All right,
Fine,
whatever.
I'll leave you
My
alone.
god might be able to help. He's not the most helpful times, as you can tell by my magic. It's a little destructive, but he can be helpful to me sometimes. That's for sure.
okay.
Okay, what are you guys doing?
All right. Well,
I'm gonna call out to Zephyr.
yeah, I was gonna say we should just, move forward and try.
Hey, yo, Zephyr.
Zephyr's just walking, like kicking the ground, mumbling some stupid dice.
Kuhn walks over and just puts an arm around him.
What's
What's up, buddy?
Hey, you can uncurse things, right?
Can.
Zephyr hands me this. Can you take the stupid curse off of these things? I can't roll anything anymore.
Okay.
I take the dice on my head and just do an Arcana check on it.
Go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
You got a 13.
13? 9 dice are fine.
These dice aren't cursed. I mean, I think you're just shit at dice then, my guy.
Yikes.
He just puts the dice back in his pocket and starts walking again.
Did you lose some money?
Yeah.
You didn't get fully cleaned out. You have a few hundred gold left, but
Did
you
lose
lost.
all your money?
Not all of it. Have enough for a nice room.
All right. Well,
I mean, do you need a spot? Like a pay me back kind of plan? I mean, I'm pretty good at saving money.
No, when I say I lost my money, I just mean I misplaced it. I'm gonna get it back.
Just don't kill anybody.
Yeah, sure.
That was
Give me a
not
deception
the-
check and an insight check, please.
17.
Oof, I got a 17 also.
this is my favorite thing about D&D. You can literally just be like, no. Roll back on that.
16.
I got a 12.
12. I mean, he seems like he said he's not going to kill him. It looks like he's going to focus on the job at this point. As Zephyr, you kind of like pull out the job flyer posting that you were handed by a courier who was just kind of like roaming around, same kind of
As he
thing.
pulls
Found
it up,
all of you guys.
Quinn definitely just squints at him like.
And once again, I mean, you guys read the flyer. It says, people going missing near the ports in Westhoff. Report to the major for further information. 200 gold apiece for this mission.
200 gold, man. This is. I feel like the jobs recently have just been diminishing in gold.
Well, it's not for sure a monster at this point, as far as anybody knows. And I don't know. They are desperate though, so maybe the reward could be bumped up a bit if we were to find out a little more information and use that as a bargaining chip.
True. I mean, I was talking to the guard earlier, and he told me the major is really upset and everything, so probably she's probably the best one to talk to. She's by the docks, I guess.
I would say that's a good place to start. So,
Well, I just so happen to be heading there.
all right. Well, then I guess we're all going together.
Should we hold hands? Let's get down, you know?
I just keep going, keep walking.
So you
Zephyr puts
guys,
his hands in his pockets and starts walking.
Damn, you guys are cold. Come on.
but you guys all kind of head towards the major port. You see that there's a large crowd of like guards and stuff kind of gathered around a podium where this tall, lanky blonde woman with this long ponytail is speaking. And you kind of hear this tail end of the speech where she just says, "No more mistakes. We cannot lose any more people to this, or we could lose much more than that for the entire country. Everybody dismissed. Be on your highest alert tonight. Be safe." And everybody kind of says, "Aye, aye," salutes and goes their separate ways. And still standing on this podium talking to like very short, pale man with glasses and like a funny hat. The major is like still standing up there. What are you guys doing?
That was a great speech.
She ignores you.
I start to walk up on the podium.
She has like this large staff. As you kind of like get up the steps, she like slams it down in front of you and says, "Did you ask permission to approach?"
No, but we wanted to ask some questions.
Go back to the first word of your sentence. No? Then that means you cannot approach. You will wait your turn like everyone else.
Well, I mean, okay. All right, guys, let's go to the bar. I guess we won't help. Drinks are on me.
She turns back to the person she was talking to. As you get closer, you can see like whoever she's talking to is like very fancily clad in like regalia, has like all these like necklaces, like all this jewelry, all these like emblems and medallions on his coat and his funny hat. It says, "Well, Major, if you cannot get the safety of your port under control, then the Micronesians will just take our business somewhere else, okay? You have less than 24 hours. You have 24 hours to secure our ports, or there will be no more trade from our country." And then this small gentleman kind of walks away. And the Major, if you walk away, the Major is just kind of standing up there on the podium with her hands behind her head. Like she's lean and lanky, but like very cut in muscles. You can see like her veins just like rippling throughout her arms as she puts them up to her head. You may approach now. Anybody who's left.
I'll start walking up. Ma'am.
You must be Miss Faris, right? One of the hunters. We were hoping you would get our memos.
I am, ma'am. I'm here. What can you tell us about what's been going on?
The last 3 big deliveries from Micronesia, there have been attacks on port workers that night. Some people from the boats going missing, but it has primarily been people from the ports that have gone missing. And the Micronesian ambassadors have been frustrated with their loss of men, the loss of profits that certain things damage. We get plenty of deliveries all the time, but some of their major ones for building materials like lumber and stone have been severely interrupted. It's been frustrating to say the least. And there's a delivery coming here tonight that if everything doesn't go smoothly, then we could lose one of our most valuable trading partners. So that's why we sent out for help.
Well, lucky for you, there is some great monster hunters right here, and I am happy to add another one to my list. So we'll take a look around. Is there anyone else we could talk to who may have seen anything, or
You could check with some of the Micronesian boat workers, or some of just the standard port workers that have worked here. Maybe you could find something we have not. But unfortunately, our investigation has been mostly fruitless, and we are not all trained monster hunters.
Is it happening at night or during the day?
The deliveries have been happening at night, and that's when the attacks have come.
And the attacks are happening on the docks or on the ships, or do you know?
Where it's a little mixture of both. Someone was taken off a boat, but several dock workers have disappeared as well who were not on the boat, I can tell for sure. So.
was there something in particular that was coming in and out?
Everything on the manifests have just been building materials, some food, some like tributes, but nothing has gone missing from the deliveries. It's all it's outside of people.
Okay.
And it's only been on nights of the Micronesian deliveries, so.
Almost sounds like competition.
Why wouldn't they attack their hundreds of smaller vessels, though? Not just these big ones.
I don't know. That's all I'm saying. It just sounds like competition. Makes no sense why they wouldn't attack all of them that are coming in. But
That's been our big stumping point here. Well, she hands you like, she like reaches into her coat, pulls out a few like, letters of like, referral. Basically, if anybody stops you, you can show these and prove like, hey, you're under official capacity to be here. Says anything myself or my people can do to be of assistance, let us know.
I mean, do you have any of the manifests with you?
I do not personally have any of the manifests. The Micronesian ambassador does have copies over there, if you'd like to ask him.
All right, thank you.
Yep. She just kind of like goes back to looking at like a map on the podium there.
I'll start walking over to the ambassador.
He and like all these other like very these just like short people are talking. It says, well, I mean, what can we possibly do if they can't ensure the safety of our people and our ships? Then there is no point in delivering to this country anymore. May I help you?
Yes. Hi. We are monster hunters here to help with the problem. Just wanted to ask if you had any copies of the manifest of the Knights of the Attack.
I'm not just gonna give out copies of the manifest.
I just want to look real quick. I don't,
Show him the letter.
and I pull out the letter.
If the major thinks you can be trusted, you know, maybe I could let you get a look at it, but I'm not just gonna hand over. These are important Micronesian documents here.
Sir, with all due respect, I do hold a pretty high ranking as far as military ranking and monster hunting. It's been around for quite a while. I have been very well known. You can ask the Admiral yourself.
Actually, I've never heard of you, so I don't really care about your ranking.
Oh, it was simply an attempt to entice you to just trust us because
Look.
we are trying to do the best thing. We wanna help you. We wanna be able to maintain the safety of your men.
Go ahead and give me a persuasion check, Miss Fars.
16.
Fine.
Yeah.
I'll let you take a look. He like motions for somebody to come over.
Thank
He
you.
says, yes, here's the manifest of the night deliveries from the nights that went missing. Everybody go ahead and give me investigation checks.
17.
10.
20. 30, 20.
Quinn and Miss Faris, you kind of get like, it looks like everything that was marked as supposed to be delivered was delivered. There are like some notes that say a person went missing this night, other people went missing this other night. Looks like there's been about 3 or 4 deliveries that have had an attack. Zephyr, you happen to notice that like Micronesia is like it's across the ocean, and they usually like make one stop on their way to here. Kind of just like what you've gathered is that they like make a stop on their way here, stop here, and then like just how the ocean is set up, there's like a couple big islands that they can stop at on the way to and from. You notice that there is one container on one of the manifests that does not have a like destination for it. It's just part of the manifest. But was not delivered anywhere, so far as you can tell, on the journey.
So, this one here, with no final destination, where is that one going?
That one was important Micronesian business. And that is not, you are not privy to that, regardless of what the major says.
Well, thank you for letting us take a look.
Yes,
Felt
yes.
Very helpful.
Hopefully you guys can actually be sort of helpful tonight, because I
just-
am not impressed with the security of this country so far.
Can I just roll an insight check on his reaction to Zephyr asking about that particular thing?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, that's not going to be good.
Can I also do one?
Sure.
I got a 9.
Hey, I got a 6. Hopefully that works.
16, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah. He didn't seem to flinch. There was no like hesitation or like seemingly like pause or anything that would indicate off the rip that he was lying. When he said that's important, like micro-Polynesian business, that you're not privy to. Which, like, you know, they're a foreign country. They're allowed to have that. Daisy was just given, is that an ice cream sundae filled with hot fudge?
It's pudding and whipped cream, and it's handmade. It's wonderful and
Wow.
amazing.
Did
Damn.
you bring them up for the class?
I mean, you guys can have some if you want.
Nom 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 nom.
Quinn's
Thanks,
gonna
Mike.
Quinn's gonna look at the guy and just go, thank you for showing us. And also, this country's been through a rough time. You know, monsters spewing up everywhere, guards. So give them a break here and there. You know, I get you're a businessman, you need to make your money. I get that, but
Well, this country would be going through an even rougher time if not for our help. So maybe they should show a little respect to us.
I mean, all I saw was respect for you guys, at least from 2 moments we were here.
I don't like you very much.
No one ever does.
And get that.
Yeah, it's
I don't like any of you. Just go do investigating or whatever you monster hunters do.
okay. Was there one other thing? I'm so sorry. Is there anybody else that you think that would be helpful for us to talk to before we keep moving around? Is there anybody that was a witness to any of these disappearances? Do we know anything?
I don't
of
know.
that?
You might check with the port, like the dock workers, but I don't know.
Okay, great. Thank you, sir. We appreciate your time.
Get out of my sight.
Going.
Oh, I want to punch him so bad.
I'm kind of just like pulling.
As you guys are leaving your conversation with the ambassador, everybody give me a perception check.
22.
13.
What the fuck? These rolls didn't help me at all. Well, no, I'm supposed to just be dumb. My perception's +0 and I got an 8.
So Quinn, you're the only one that sees this. As you guys were talking to the Micropolynesian ambassador, you kind of like looked over towards like just a little alley, like where there's some like storage or like some crates and stuff. And you saw a like hooded figure staring at you for just like a brief moment, and then like as you kind of like turned to look again, they were gone almost instantly as you were talking with the ambassador.
As I'm being dragged away, Quinn is just gonna go, so yeah, that dude's a fucking bot.
Well, okay.
Ugh. Also, I saw a hooded figure in the alleyway.
Okay, well, you should have started with that. You didn't really, we could have skipped the previous. Yeah, he was a dick, though. I agree. Let's
I
go.
just need to get off that chest. I was really close to punching him.
That's, you know what? We show violence to the monsters when you wait. Just hold that in, make it into energy so that you can rage. Really, really, really let the fucking monster have it. That's it.
I mean, I'm
Okay.
a fucking religious person. I don't really have much.
You have to find the rage. See, this is why we don't. Meh. Okay. Anyway.
I mean, opposites
Fine.
attract, right?
Okay.
Zephyr in your head, actually, nobody says that, but in studies, it does not seem to work out that way.
Shut
Technically,
up. I don't
it's
need
not
your
in your
input
head.
on
It's
this.
not in your head, Miss Faris. It's in
Oh.
Zephyr's head
Oh,
this
God.
time.
Oh, God.
Yo, just FYI, this lady is crazy. Zephyr, she is like crazy.
No, I'm getting that.
It's alright though. She's nice.
Is the you that's in my head the same you that's in her head?
It's the same me that's in everybody's head that has any sort of deal with me.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm everywhere and nowhere. Like,
Do I just see both of them like talking to themselves?
I think Zephyr is probably better at it. He doesn't like verbally talk out loud. He just kind of like has a conversation in his head, like looks like he zones out for a little bit. But when Miss Faris is talking, she's
but he's really having this
talking out.
in-depth conversation with this dude.
Right. So yeah, hooded figure in the alley. When I went to thank the fucking twat McMuffin, the hooded figure was gone.
Okay. Well, we should follow it. And
I have
where it
no idea where it went. So
okay. Well,
it was just a hooded figure in an alleyway. I thanked the dude and looked over again just to see if you could still see it, and it was gone.
all right. Well,
And I doubt it left traces.
no, I mean, we still have time before the nighttime crew, right? Or is there guys that we think that we could talk to? Maybe see if anybody saw anything. I mean,
We can
for
talk
all
to
we
people.
know, for all we know, we're not even. The monster situation could be a lot different than we're expecting.
yeah, it's not quite like the evening shift workers probably would be like coming in like an hour or so. So it's not quite time for them yet.
Well,
I'm gonna go take a look in this alley.
yeah, I was just gonna say, let's just put it figure. Why not?
Oh.
So I start walking over.
Okay.
Following behind.
You guys don't see anybody in here. It's just like a alley. Looks like there's like some storage for like equipment and stuff, but everything looks to be in place and nobody's in here.
Can I just make a perception check?
Yeah.
Or I'll do an investigation actually.
Okay.
Just to see if I see anything out of the ordinary. 11.
No. Everything looks normal.
All right, nothing's here. I don't.
Is it?
So-
Is there anything else? Like, is it literally like a wall, or is there a fence like to keep going, or do we just? turn
It
back
runs
around?
into like the wall, like it runs into like the wall of a building.
Okay.
You do see like on like one side there's a fence that somebody could have probably climbed over. So if somebody did dart in here, they might have got out that way.
I mean, I can do that. I can jump. I'm good at jumping.
I mean, you can try and jump the fence if you want.
Yeah, I can try. All right. Let me get
Go ahead and just give me an athletics check.
All right. I'm +8 for athletics.
Cool.
Awesome. 22.
22. Okay. I mean, you don't even like climb on the fence. You fully jump over and into like a like normal street. Kind of like this like tail end of a street that goes along the coastline, kind of, but outside of the port city, like a boardwalk almost.
Somebody could have easily jumped the fence and ran off. Would have gone this way. Probably got in a car and headed back down the coast.
Very perceptive.
Car. Fuck.
I start walking towards the dock.
Okay.
Get over there. I'm gonna see if ask a couple people if like they were if they know anybody of the night of the attacks. That remember something.
Yeah, go ahead. Give me an investigation check again.
17.
Yeah, so you like come up to a bunch of a couple dock workers who are like who like just finished like loading a crate off of a cart, and are kind of like talking in a little group. Yeah. You want? Yeah. We know some people who were taken by the dock guys, or by here. Obviously, like we work with some of these people for years. Who fuck knows? They did find like one of the bodies, I guess.
Bodies.
And like, yeah, I mean, people go missing in this country. They're not often like kidnapped and fine, or like on fun little adventures. If they go missing, they're usually dead.
It's a monster usually.
Yeah, right. Like, I mean, sometimes the monster is people, though. Let's not forget that.
True.
Right. But no, they found one of the bodies. It had like water in its lungs, and like it had like these really gnarly like scratches, like there's like cuts across its chest. Looked like it was like a pretty nasty blade or something, or like claws or some shit. I don't fucking know.
Where was the body found? Was it just on the docks? Like it just showed up?
It was a little further down the shoreline, but I mean, it was close to the docks.
Okay. Huh.
Zephyr kind of just leans into him as far as goes, that chimera was dead, right?
Pretty sure. Now you're making me think about it, and now I'm kind of internally freaking out. Great.
What chimera?
It was scary. Had shark and eagle and lion and
It was everything.
snake and
It was a monstrosity, is what it was.
yeah, it was the thing of nightmares.
You guys are monster hunters. Isn't monstrosities what you fucking deal with every day?
This was like on the wrongness scale. It was mixed in places it shouldn't be mixed. It just
Who the fuck are you talking to?
Yeah, like tequila and cola. That's mixed in places it shouldn't be mixed. I feel bad.
Yeah.
That the dock worker is talking back to her this time.
Well, I'm assuming the body was taken and probably buried.
Yeah.
Shit. All right.
Any particular places where it was eaten? Or
It wasn't eaten at all. It looked like it had, like I said, looked like it had water in its lungs. It probably washed up on the shore. So like maybe it had drowned or gotten attacked by something.
something
And the
pulled it in
water just like filled its lungs. But I mean, obviously, like the only people who've gone missing have gone around like the fucking, obviously at the docks, the ports. So
Would be pretty easy to yank somebody down into the water, but why?
Zephyr kind of like looks over the edge of the docks and like lets out a deep breath. Goes, I gotta do this again. Takes a rope.
give me a
hands it to the
perception check. Give me a perception check before you jump into the water.
I got you though. I got you. Either way, I got you, and I'm like ready to take the rope.
That is 11.
The water's very busy. You can't really see through it before you jump in.
Ties one end around his waist, hands the other end to Miss Farah. Goes, hold on.
I'm
And
wrapped
jumps in.
around my arm, and I'm holding it.
As Zephyr jumps in, you hear somebody's like, "Why the fuck's he need to tie a rope around himself? That water's only like 5 feet deep."
Don't ask.
And Zephyr, you dive into the water. It's a little deeper than 5 feet. Obviously, like there's big like schooner boats that come into port here, but it is pretty shallow. It looks like they've designed this specifically for boats to come up. Go ahead, and while you're kind of swimming around, give me a perception or investigation check.
I'm gonna do investigation because I'm better at that. 12.
12. So you see some fishies and stuff in the water. You see what looks to be like some cargo that has probably gone overboard. Small stuff, nothing like huge that people would be missing. You do find a couple like shiny trinkets and stuff that might be worth something. But it seems like immediately here where you kind of dive in where kind of the boats dock, there's nothing significant outside of like, you know, shiny trinkets, some fish bones and stuff. And yeah.
So nothing major to be worried about, basically.
Not on a 12.
Okay. So he obviously pockets all the little trinkets that are within his reach. Gives a couple of tugs on the rope for Miss Farris to pull him back out.
Starting to pull him back out. A little bit at a time.
And he grabs
Keep
a fish
pulling
at the same time, too.
Give me an attack roll with disadvantage.
Me?
Just a unarmed strike roll. So
Okay, so
D20
that's-
plus not you as far as Zephyr.
Sorry.
So D20 plus your dexterity modifier.
That would be a 7.
7. You go to snatch a fish. You grab it, but then like it just kind of wiggles out through your fingers. Slippery little fucker. And swims away as Miss Farris like pulls you out like a crane lifting a little boat out of the water. Basically, as you're kind of just like hanging there. Damn it, almost had it. But yeah, so nothing like seemed immediately concerning under the water. You're getting some
Zephyr?
weird looks from like the people who work there.
Just some fish. Seeing if it was deep enough that something could be living under there, or if I could spot something that might be nefarious down there, but I didn't see anything creepy crawly.
I mean, it's good that you didn't see it, but they did say a lot of these have been happening at night, so maybe our only option to see what's happening is to wait for one of these guys to get picked up, and
Or we
find our
just
monster.
hire somebody to come to fucking sail up with us.
I mean, seems like these guys have been getting picked up consistently enough that if we set a trap, we should be okay.
On a boat.
Sure.
Well, they're being attacked and going missing when
It's when the boats
when
are
they
being
get
unloaded.
the imports. Yeah.
When the boats are being unloaded is when these guys are getting taken. I mean, wouldn't be the first time that a monster situation was conspiracy, I guess, is a good word for it.
Well, why don't we ask to like pretend to be workers then?
I don't see why we couldn't. The only problem is having, well, I guess they probably would leave us with the clearance, but I don't know, it's a bit of a stretch.
We have absolutely nothing right now. Other than a hooded figure that I saw.
Well, then we're just gonna do it the old-fashioned way. We're just gonna wait for the beast to come out.
Shit. It's like 7 hours. I'm going to grab a drink.
It's only like 3 hours, but yeah, it is a couple hours until the boat is set to come in.
I guess we could go look at well, what do we know about, is there anything that we can, I'm losing my train of thought while I'm having it.
Well, either way, I'm going to go grab a drink. I was stuck on a fucking cart with fucking just corn turned into fucking alcohol. It was disgusting.
At least
Wasn't
you were
good.
on a cart.
No, this wasn't a good cart. The dude kept trying to
Oh.
talk to me, and he was annoying.
Oh. Well, see, this is why I like to walk, though. I don't have to worry about anybody. I just do my own thing, do my own stuff. I walk.
Unless you are being chased by something around up a tree.
Listen, if I can't see it, I can't punch it. What is it going to take for me to get that through your head? If I can't punch it, it makes me nervous. Okay, it is physically my being that if I can't hit it, it is confusing to me. Okay.
Yeah, you're not
never be able to hit me, Miss Forrest.
God. Why? Why? Why do these things happen to me?
Interesting. I mean, in the time we're waiting, could also see what's wrong with you. You
We
know,
don't have
I got a couple ingredients and shit on me to perform fucking, like, not a seance per se, but just to ask my god for some shit, some help.
Zephyr, maybe you can shed some light to Quinn about our extra friend.
Hey, what do you want to know, buddy?
Well, our extra friend, like little man in our head.
Yeah. He's been there and driving me crazy.
Well, that's not very nice, Miss Forrest. You both kind of hear this. Quinn still hears nothing.
You talk at the most inconvenient times, and you talk to me when it is just weird to talk to me. And you know what? After all this time, I'm getting sick of it.
Obviously, if you both have it, Zephyr's dealing with it a lot better.
Yeah, he is. He's
Yeah.
dealing with it a ton better.
Yeah,
Let's be real here.
You know what? Shut the hell
Well,
up.
I'm just gonna do it like an actual Arcana check on Miss Ferris this time instead of a religion check.
Yeah, go ahead.
Zephyr just said, I've also had him a lot longer.
24.
How long have you
24. I mean, there is some clearly like dark magical energy going on with both of them. It's not it's dark, but it's not like inherently evil, right?
Yeah.
Like you can tell like whatever magic made them is not like holy or made whatever's going on with them is not like holy or divine in nature. But it's not like inherently bad.
Okay.
More like mischievous than anything else. But you also, with the 24 Arcana check, you also notice that like there's more than one thing going on with Miss Faris. She's clearly like struggling through a lot of stuff.
Okay. Well, I can sense both have very similar, radiating very similar energy. But Miss Ferris, you got a little something extra going on.
And to be fair with me, Miss Faris didn't really have a choice in the matter. But it was either like have me in her head or be dead. You know, because there was that fucking hole in her head and like the brain was leaking out. You remember that? You remember that, Zephyr, right?
Yeah, I figured having you in the head was better than a hole.
Well,
It was a good call.
It is, and I'm grateful for not having the hole in my head, but at the same time,
You don't sound too fucking grateful.
you know,
I
I'm
mean,
grateful to be alive, not grateful for you to be here. Don't get the two confused.
well, from what I just heard from you talking to yourself, when I was passed out when Zephyr revived there, right? I believe.
I think you probably weren't focused fully on what was happening.
Okay.
And you didn't know like by what means she was brought back to life.
Okay. Do I kind of get an inkling now, at least?
Yeah, that something Zephyr did probably brought her back to life.
Well, from what I can gather from you talking to you, whatever brought you back isn't the thing I was talking about. He at least brought you back, saved your life, right?
I'm not a bad guy.
I mean,
I'm not.
he
The
did,
thing
but
I was talking about, there's something a little extra going on. Can't really tell a difference at the moment. But if you want to find out, we can always do a ceremony.
I don't know.
I mean, we got the time, so.
All right. I mean, what do I have to do? Is it like something I have to? I don't know. What do I have to do?
Well, let's go to a private area, like an alleyway or something, real quick. I have to drop. I just don't want anybody to get hurt, just in case.
Okay.
And I'll draw a circle and sit in it, and I'll communicate with my god and see what happens.
Great.
Cool.
So I go to
Um,
the alley and make the fucking prayer ritual.
Okay. You like pull out some ingredients and shit. Light them on fire. Miss Faris, you're kind of like just kind of letting things wash over you. Zephyr, you hear like, man, this is gonna be so funny when this doesn't work. Oh man. At least it might work with the fucking thing that's haunting her, but like I don't definitely it's got no chance of touching me. Oh boy. I'll say Quinn, you can go ahead and give me a religion check with advantage.
Okay. I got a nat 20. So 26 altogether.
It was a bright and clear day here on the seafront. Almost instantaneously, storm clouds move in, swirl overhead. Thunder crashes, lightning begins to strike, and a downpour starts to happen almost immediately. However, around the little circle you have drawn, the flames of like the candles and sage and stuff that you've lit still rage strong, and this like the rain almost turns like this holy gold as it like hits the circle as Miss Forrest stands in the center of it. In like the zap of a lightning bolt, this tall 10-foot figure with like shrouded in darkness and like eyes that look like lightning stands. And who dare summon me?
What's his? Do I know his name?
What do you want your god to be named?
Oh, that's a good fucking question. Fuck. I don't even fucking know.
I am Zapdos, god of the storms.
Zapdos it is.
Who summons me and for what purpose?
Quinn instantly gets on one knee and goes, Zapdos, I have a very devoted servant to you.
Yes. Yes, I can see that. The power of the storm courses in your veins. And through that cheesy line you said to your friend that one time, where you said, I am the storm, bitch, or some shit, that was cheesy as hell, but I liked it. That shit got me rock hard. Why have you summoned me? Thunder booms overhead.
Our friend here is suffering from something in her head or something. She's haunted or something.
Has she talked to a therapist?
Probably not. But I could sense some inherently not evil, but he kind of magic coming from her, and something else.
You wish me to exercise whatever evil is within her?
Yes.
I can probably do that.
I know it's a lot to ask because I love that you're destructive.
Yes, this is going to be very painful for her.
She can handle it.
Can you handle it?
I can handle it.
Good. Miss Ferris, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Can it be a strength saving throw?
No.
Why not?
Um,
All right.
I'm also getting ready to cast like cure wounds and shit too.
15.
15. So he takes his hand, and is like, you hear a crash of thunder and like just a blinding light as you get fucking zapped on the forehead. You instantly lose half your health. Not all of it though, so it's good you beat a 15. Zephyr and Quinn, give me perception checks.
16.
19.
So you guys both see Miss Forrest gets like smacked on the head and like falls to the ground. You see this like spirit, like ectoplasm begin to like seep out of her nose almost, but it's like fighting its way to like get back in. And the Zapdos is like, I've done what I can. I think she needs your guys' help now. I'm out. And he just like zaps away in lightning. But you guys continue, like the storm still, like the rain still falls, and this like spirit thing is like trying to leave her body. What are you guys gonna do?
I'm going to.
Oh God, Zarb. Get out.
I'm just gonna cast Word of Rest.
Okay, what does that do?
Like the slime thing. It's just you utter divine word, and a burning radiance erupts from you. Each creature of your choice that you can see within range to see that Constitution saving throw will take 1d6 radiant damage.
Okay. Zephyr, are you casting any magic, doing anything?
I really don't have anything that I can cast on it.
I mean, why don't you just like try to like grab it after I do this?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was gonna hold my action until you're done with until you're done with that, and then either just like grab it and yank, or stab it or something.
Don't stab it. Don't stab it. Don't stab
Okay. You said Constitution saving throw, Vex?
Yeah. 14.
Oh God.
14? It's gonna fail. Roll your d6 for radiant damage.
It's 2d6 on level 6.
Or yeah, okay, go ahead and roll your 2d6.
8 radiant damage.
Okay, you like cast and this like bolt of lightning comes out and it's like, yeah! Zephyr, go ahead and do what you're gonna do. If you want to just grab it, go ahead and give me a strength or dexterity check.
Oh God.
Both of those are horrible.
That's not promising.
Rolled in that one.
Oh my God. Punch me in the face.
I'll say like because of the like you can roll with advantage.
Okay, you better, because if not, he punches me in the nose.
Well, that's better. I rolled a 4.
So this thing,
Oh my God.
like your hand, like just goes straight through it. You can't seem to grab it.
Oh, God.
It's farther out after it took the radiant damage, and still like hanging on there a little bit though.
I'm just gonna try to grab it and just pull it.
Okay. Give
What was
me
it,
a
Strength check?
strength or dexterity check to try and grapple this thing.
That's it. Not bad. 14?
14.
Oh.
You like grab hold of it, but you can't pull it basically. So it's like not going further back in, but you can't get it further back out. And it's just like
I'm gonna try something.
Get out.
It might hurt you. I am sorry if it
I don't
does.
care. Just do it. Just go.
I'm gonna do produce flame in my hand.
Oh no, not that. Oh God.
okay.
I think it needs to make a dexterity or two.
Okay.
Flame sheds bright light in a 10-foot radius. You can also attack with the flame. Also doing so ends a spell. When you cast a spell or as an action later your turn, you can hurl the flame at a creature within 30 feet. Make a range attack spell on a hit. I just do an attack roll, I guess.
Yeah, I'll let you make a spell attack roll. You're trying to beat an 11.
You got a 12.
Okay. So you grab it, produce this flame in your hand, and are able to yank it out. As you do, it's like, I am the curse of the captain spirit. Blasts into thin air. Miss Faris, you are severely wounded. But you don't hear like that creep. You don't have like a creeping sensation of like something being right over your shoulder anymore. But you do hear in your voice, wow, that was a fucking mess, wasn't it?
Shut up. I hate you so much.
Zephyr, in your head, you hear, I don't think she likes me very much. I don't know
hate her
why.
So much,
I'm gonna walk
Zephyr.
over and cure wounds at a 3rd level spell slot.
Okay. Okay. So it's still kind of raining and storming a little bit. And from behind you guys, you all hear, that was quite the experience to witness.
Oh,
You,
shit.
you turn, you see a hooded figure, dressed in all black with like 3 swords at their hip.
Somebody probably should look out.
Yes, I would recommend that in the future.
Yeah, I don't really want to show anybody that. It's not often
Oops.
I fucking can communicate with him.
Well, you did summon a giant storm in the middle of a city where storms are very, very devastating because they can affect port travel and stuff. I was also already looking for you.
And who might you be?
That's not that important.
I mean, when you sneak up on somebody like that, it kind of is important.
I'm still not sure if I can trust you or not.
I mean, we are here to kill a monster.
Are you willing to kill the real monsters, though? Even if they might be more than, the beasts you normally hunt.
And what would that be?
The ambassador of Microponesia.
How is he the real beast? Elaborate.
You, smart one, looking at Zephyr. Their eyes are completely covered, but they like turn their head and clearly look at Zephyr. You noticed something on their manifest that did not match up, right?
Yes, I did.
It is my belief the Microponesians have been smuggling something into this country, something dangerous. They have actually might have been smuggling many dangerous things into this country for a long time.
We think the men going missing are people who found out, or people who moved the boxes, or
I think
Great.
the people who've gone missing are unexpected casualties of the dangerous business that is going on.
Do you know what it is that they're bringing in?
Monsters. Everybody give me a history check.
19.
19.
Hell yeah, play.
I like this
I
dice.
got a nat 1.
So Quinn and Zephyr, you guys kind of are aware that the relationship between Microponesia and Varakia is relatively new, and for a long time the two countries were actually enemies. But when like Varakia's like wealth of like farmlands and stuff dried up, a lot of their closest allies, at least under the previous king before the current queen took over, did not offer really enough support to match the population that Varakia had, and like deal with just the amount of loss production that Varakia had. Microponesia, who had previously been like one of Varakia's not necessarily enemies, but like rivals in a sense, expanded trade with Varakia during the famine years and since the famine years. Microponesia has a lot of like, their country just has a lot of like building materials. They have like some of the best stone in the world. They have like some of like the most like durable trees for like wood and lumber and stuff. So they're obviously like a good trading partner to have. But it was weird that the alliance seemed to boom when, for Microponesia, their technically biggest rival was at a lowest point.
So do we think maybe this was somebody who was trying to intercept these deliveries?
No,
Maybe steal the product?
what I think is happening is under the false pretenses of them helping us, quote unquote, they're actually making it worse for us by bringing in these monsters.
That has been my summation of what has happened.
Because I mean, how many years have you been monster hunting? Both of you?
At least, I mean, over a decade.
Yeah, Miss Faris is probably the longest tenured of you guys. Miss Faris probably jumped pretty early on, not like right away, but pretty early on. And like the monsters have really been a big problem for like, we'll say like the last 15 years.
Okay, so, but if you at it right,
I mean, I've seen some stuff,
So-
but
I mean, I get that, but I'm just saying, like, think about it. I mean, some monsters do reproduce pretty fast, but these monsters don't. You know, it's one of those things that it kind of makes no sense on why our monster problem has been going on for so long. Like, probably in 15 whole years since really a lot of monster hunters came around, you would think we would have had diminishing, right? Because I mean, our country's big, but it's not huge, not massive. It's a big country, but it's not entirely massive land, at least. So where do all they just keep coming from?
Well, I can't speak for every monster. I've only been on the trail of this problem for a short while, but
I'm not saying every monster is because of them, but you would think over 15 years we would at least diminish a lot of their numbers to the point where the queen still isn't giving out as much money as she is for jobs.
it just doesn't make any sense. Why would you want to bring in monsters other than
To cripple us, to weaken us.
they think they can wear us down? But
They want to think of it like this. Think of it as a sickness, right? Think of it as something that's destroying us from the inside out. They wouldn't have to sacrifice any of their men, any more resources to wipe us out. Makes sense.
you're right,
Actually-
it
Plan.
does. But
That's a really good
I,
fucking. I'll agree with that one. That's a fucking.
I agree with you. For once.
It's a masterful fucking plan.
So can we go punt the little guy now?
I would love to.
well, you'll need to. No offense, you can't just go punting the ambassador of another country.
Well, we need proof first.
Yes.
Well,
So
there's a shipment supposed to be coming in tonight. My plan was to see if we could ask them if we could be quote unquote workers for them for the day. All the attacks happen at night when they're unloading. So if we can pose as workers for them, maybe we can even take a look around.
Well, now we know not to ask the ambassador. So guess we go back to the admiral.
Major.
Major, sorry.
That's probably a good idea.
Yeah. Thank you for the help, hooded figure.
Yes.
All right, so we just go try to find the admiral. Or
They
the-
disappear. The hooded figure disappears in complete silence. Like, you guys all blink at the same time, gone.
That's not creepy, but whatever. I mean, we did just take a fucking ectoplasmic fucking ghost out of someone. Just I can't really speak.
You know, I don't want to think about that anymore.
Wow,
My
that's
head
fucking
hurts.
sick.
I'm gonna think about it like forever. That was gross as hell.
Oh my god! Please
That was
don't talk
awesome. Are you
about
kidding?
it.
I think that was the first time I've ever actually summoned fucking ghosts.
I'm glad you're happy about that.
All right, let's go find the major.
So I mean, it's still kind of storming a little bit, but it has calmed down. The major is still. She looks like she is probably gonna help oversee the dock tonight. So she's kind of at her podium, just outside like offices here around the port, giving out orders to people.
I walk up and go, "May I approach?"
You may.
I walk up to her and go, "We may have come across something, but it is sensitive information that you might want to hear alone with us."
Well, the three of you don't look like too much of a threat, so I suppose you'd come back with me to my office.
Damn, that was a little harsh, but okay.
She opens the door, like leads you in. And I mean, she has like a very like respectable office, with like plaques and stuff on the walls, like awards from the queen herself and all this stuff. Yeah, what has your investigation turned up so far?
So we found something when we were taking a look at the manifests. A
Yes.
crate that had no destination attached to it. And then we have found out that you guys are unloading these all the material from the boats. We have found that whenever we are unloading, something is attacking your crew, or not your crew, but your workers.
Yes.
And it has come to our conclusion, per se, that whatever this unmarked crate is a monster inside.
She stands up, and like looks out the window, towards the ships, and just says, "That is an incredibly serious accusation.
Well,
I hope you understand the weight of what you just said."
I do, but hear me out, right? It makes so much sense for them to do it, right? They have a couple stops on the way to a couple islands where they could easily hunt and capture a monster, put it in and release it when they get here. They were one of our biggest rivals, right? So, they wage a war to destroy this country without spending any of your resources per se. We have already had a monster problem. They probably knew this. Why not take advantage of that and keep bringing more in every single shipment they bring?
That's, like I said, that is quite the allegation. However, the Microponesians are a country full of right twats. And I have never, particularly that ambassador, I have never liked working with.
He is a little, but a lot to handle. Just from talking to him for fucking 5 minutes.
Imagine having to talk to him every day.
I would try to blow my brains out.
She like opens up like a little cupboard. It's like a dartboard, and there's like a sketch of his face on the dartboard. I have developed coping mechanisms. Look.
Yeah, I can see that.
In any sort of official capacity, I cannot condone any sort of investigation into what is going on. There's obviously some sort of monster that has been targeting our men when these people come in, and for the immediacy, our men, our people, is my top priority. Do you all understand that?
Yes.
So in my official capacity as Major, I must say the request is for you to be here on guard to defend the people against any monster attacks.
Well,
If perhaps in that events things go awry, you might find yourself on the Microponesian boat or something. And, do a little investigating. I, obviously cannot condone any of those actions. Are we clear?
so we just won't mention you if we get caught.
Correct, and I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yes. I don't
However,
know.
if there comes to be any sort of damning information about who could be behind this increasing monster problem we have in Varakia, obviously that information would be compensated very substantially.
Yes. Either you will be left out unless we find something.
Left out of what?
Oh, I'm saying if we get caught.
Left out of what?
Exactly.
Caught for what?
Exactly.
Exactly. I mean, know what we're talking about. We were ditching up, right?
You three are going to be here to defend against monster attacks and nothing else.
Yes.
Good.
What I'm paid for.
It's all we're paid
Correct.
forever anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not Zephyr, but that's a different story.
She kind of runs her fingers through her hair, throws a dart right at the sketch of the guy on the dartboard, hits him right in the eye, and says, "Well, I will. There's about an hour until the boat gets in. And I will see you all down there then."
I'm gonna go to the bar. You guys want to come? We got an hour, so
I'm gonna see if I can find a tailor.
actually, I'm gonna go look for some potions.
Okay. And Miss Faris, I will just hang out with Quinn as he goes to look for potions. Zephyr, give me just an investigation check for Taylor.
That one I rolled good on. 23.
Like right after you leave the port, there's a big sign with like a sewing needle on it. Yes, can I help you?
Zephyr pulls out the feathers that he took from the chimera and the scales that he took from the copper dragon and goes, "These, would you be able to attach them to my armor in any way?"
Do you have like a specific way? Do you want like them to be like asymmetric shoulder pauldrons? Do you want like, let's say the feathers as pauldrons, but like the scales like around the breast area? Do you want like the scales on the sides a little bit because they kind of bend a little more and can maybe provide a little more protection on the sides? And the feathers just like fringes under your arms? What are you thinking?
If there's a way to make the scales possible like added armor to it than just the leather, that would be great. As for the feathers, they can just be decoration wherever you see fit.
Okay, perfect. Can I have your chest piece, please?
I'm gonna need it for tonight. So is there any way I can come back to you and do this in the morning?
You could throw in an extra 50 gold and have it done in 10 minutes.
Sounds good to me. How much is that gonna cost me?
In total, 150 gold. You have about 500.
All right, that's
This
a
is
deal.
a very significant magical upgrade, so it is quite expensive.
We got a deal.
They pull out so they like put your like leather armor on the mannequin, kind of like straps up the sides a little bit. They like kind of pin the scales on each side, and you can see like as they move, like the scales like flex and bend like at the same, almost like more effectively, and provide like almost more comfort on the sides of your armor. And then for the feathers, they basically just make like pauldrons for the shoulders a little bit. And then they take a sewing needle and just like bap, touch the thing, and this like green magic goes all over and says, so, it's done. And your armor now, you can add +1 to your AC now.
Right. Zephyr takes his chest piece back, puts it on.
Fits perfect.
This is beautiful. It's exactly what I wanted.
I know.
Thank you, sir.
I'm the best in the world. So,
About that.
cheers. Have a good night. Good luck with whatever you need your armor for. Please don't die, and tell your friends about me.
I'm hoping not to die, and if I don't, I will definitely tell my friends about you.
Hooray! Okay. Quinn, you're off looking for potions.
Here. Investigation.
Yes, please.
15.
15. You find like an apothecary.
I stroll in.
Hello? Can I help you?
Yeah. You have any healing potions?
Only the most basic level. 2d4. They're cheap though.
Yeah, they are cheap. How many you got?
I got in stock. I got 10.
I'll take all 10.
All 10. Okay, that'll be 200 gold.
And I straight up give them 200 gold.
Boom. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. I'm also gonna look for a blacksmith real quick.
Okay.
'Cause I think I took a claw from the dragon.
You, Finn, your tiefling friend, fought the dragon.
Fuck, that was Finn. Fuck.
Yeah.
God damn. Yeah, I'm still gonna look for a blacksmith because I don't like this mace anymore.
Okay. You find a blacksmith.
Strolling. Hello.
What do you want?
I'm looking for like an up. I pulled out my mace and just like need something like a little bit more like lightweight, maybe a little bit sharper.
So you want like a sword? You want an axe? What is it?
Probably an axe.
Axe, eh? Great axe or battle axe?
Ooh. Probably just a battle axe. I still need to hold my shield.
That's fair enough. And pussies like you need a shield.
Fucking great axe, give it to me.
Okay. I mean, I got regular great axes for sale for 200 gold apiece. And then for 1,000 gold, I got this really fancy magic great axe. You definitely don't have 1,000 gold. Not after you spent money on the potions.
How much does Miss Ferrets have?
I don't know. I don't know if Daisy is like gone or there's some
Probably
baby.
woke up.
Yeah, probably.
I'll just take the regular.
All right. You can have this regular great axe. Boom. Go ahead and add just a regular great axe to your inventory. 1d12.
Sorry, I'm here. I'm here. I was listening. I got up for a second. Um,
How many you got?
I have I think I still have like, I mean, I probably have a few thousand saved up at some point, but.
Yeah, I mean, you probably have like 1,500 gold on you.
Can
Okay.
I borrow like 100 gold?
Sure.
Hell yeah. I'll pay you back. You'll just get
So
my
you're
split.
you're gonna comp whatever the rest he needs because he needs about 700 for the of his own money for the great axe or
Okay.
the +1 axe.
Okay.
So you're just gonna comp it.
Yeah, I guess.
Cool. Make that great axe to your inventory a +1 great axe. Miss
Hell
Faris
yeah.
is out some money. It's like, holy shit, I can't believe anybody actually bought that.
I mean, I could have haggled you, but I'm just fucking.
No, you
tired.
couldn't have. Oh,
We don't have
You
time.
my
sure?
price is.
I got some pretty special shit on me.
He points to the sign that said, it just says no bargaining, no haggling. Prices are what they are. All right. Get out of my shop. It's closing time.
Have a good day.
Bye. Zephyr, as you were leaving the tailor, the hooded figure like pops up next to you and says, "That armor looks very nice."
Well, thank you. You stop sneaking up on people like that.
No,
It's
it's
gonna
what I
get
do.
you killed.
No, it won't.
Well, thank you for the compliment. I'm gonna go hunt the monster now.
Yes. Hunt the monsters. How are you going to get on the Micronesian boat?
I got a plan.
Okay. I understand you don't want to be too forthcoming with a stranger in a hood. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Well,
They're creepy.
I'm not creepy. You're creepy. You talk to a spirit that you, would have normally taken your soul, but is instead, lost in card games to you. So now it gives you power because it's a gambling addict.
Nothing creepy about that at all.
That's wildly creepy. That's not normal.
Hey, I'm with 2 other people, and one of those 2 talks to the same person, so that's the majority.
Do you know what majority means? And how many people there are in the world?
I know what it means, but I have a small friend group.
That's fair enough. I have a friend group of 0, so I know how that feels.
I'm gonna go now.
I don't blame you.
Getting weird.
Good luck. Try not to die tonight. I'll see you there. Bye.
Why does everybody keep telling me that?
They disappear. What's up?
Can I go full fucking Elden Ring and one hand this great axe?
You'll have to give me if you want to one hand the great axe. What you'll have to do is it's going to be a reduction of damage, obviously.
Yeah.
And then if you and we'll just say every like 3 rounds,
Yeah.
you have to give me a strength check or you make your attacks with disadvantage.
Okay. That's fair.
Because you're like just wielding it slower, so it's
Yeah.
going to be harder for you to hit. Okay. And the strength check is going to be DC 15.
Okay.
And the damage will reduce to 1d10 instead of 1d12.
Okay. I don't want to lose the fucking extra armor my fucking shield gives me.
That's valid. Actually, what's your strength just base?
16.
16? Yeah, so you'll have to give me a strength check.
Yeah, it's not totally high. My highest fucking thing is my constitution at 19.
That's fair enough. Okay. So you guys now have probably like 30 minutes until the boat comes in. What's going on? It's like full nightfall now.
Zephyr is trying to find the darkest corner he could possibly find.
Well, before that, I'm gonna split up
On
all
the
these
top.
health potions.
Okay.
We'll do 4 for each of you and 1 for me. Wait, that's only
2 for you?
2 for me. Yeah. Because I can heal myself if I really need to.
Okay.
In case you guys are far away.
All right. Do you guys want to have any like planning conversations before you get started, or are you just ready for the boat to come in?
No, I mean, I would like to know what I'm supposed to do. You know, are we gonna do the whole like smashing these guys? We gonna wait till smash them in the face, or do we just play the stealthy? Anybody?
I think we should probably try stealth first.
Well, I mean, maybe we'll if we just
All right,
hang out.
put it this way. How about you guys do stealth if a monster really does and they are delivering these monsters, right?
Mhm.
Why don't you two try to get on that boat? One of you stays behind. Maybe the stealthiest person I think is Zephyr.
Mm-hmm.
Try on that boat, see what's happening. I'm a big boy. I can take some damage. I'm worried about that, and I can always try to get this monster's attention when shit breaks.
All right. Well, I guess I can keep an eye out, and if anybody tries to interfere with Zephyr, then I'll just take care of that. For now.
Yes, I mean I would say when shit goes and hits the roof, Zephyr tries to get on the boat. Miss Ferris, you stay like on the ramp. And if you see me like tanking a little bit too much damage, obviously come help.
Okay. All right. So the boat comes into port. Zephyr, go ahead and give me a stealth check as you find like the darkest area. I'll say you can do it with advantage because you had time to prepare.
Well,
Miss Ferris, if
I have the what's it called?
do you have that on this character too, or is it?
One with shadows. When you're in an area of dim light or darkness, you can use your action to become invisible until you move or take an action or a reaction.
Okay, you are invisible. You're gone. Not seen. As far as I'll say, you can give me a stealth check with advantage, as you kind of like get ready to sneak up. And it looks like the dock workers kind of like notice you, like give you guys a nod as you walk in, but then seem to be going about their business normally.
Okay.
Um,
All right. So I do have dark vision, so at least that's good. All right. So 19.
Okay. You tuck yourself in between like a bunch of big crates, and take cover. And Quinn, you're just like standing out in the open patrolling.
Yeah.
Okay. So you go and kind of look around. As like the boat's getting unloaded and like things of like lumber and stuff are being taken off and like stone is being taken off and crates and stuff. Everybody, go ahead and give me a perception check.
13.
30-20.
Ugh, fucking 13.
So Zephyr, you're the only one who sees this. As like there's like a port worker, kind of like drops off a crate, is walking next to like the water in kind of like a dark area. You can see a hand comes up from under the water, grabs him, yanks him down into the water.
Okay.
Do we all see it, or only he sees it?
Only Zephyr sees it.
Am I close enough to either Miss Faris or Quinn that I can just like quietly get their attention?
If you give me a stealth check, we can see how quietly you can do that.
Not really quiet.
You can have advantage
apparently.
because you were already invisible.
Oh, that helps. That's a 10.
Quinn, you can see Zephyr fully come out of invisibility, from in the dark.
That's neat. What's up, Quinn?
Zephyr.
Something just grabbed a dude off the dock from in the water.
You hear like a little bit of splashing and like struggle in the water. Stop, Zephyr.
I just motion like go back into the shadows, and I just kind of yell to anybody that's around, something's here, and just took someone.
Give me a charisma check.
Is going to be 14.
14. You see the major comes up behind you and says, "Men, away from the dock line, or away from the shore now, now." And like the Microponesian sailors and ambassador who's like out there, look very upset that work is stopping. And the major like comes to you. Where was this person taken?
Quinn looks over.
Zephyr, I'll say Zephyr like pointed to the shoreline
Okay.
and said like kind of where it was.
Then Quinn just points
The
shoreline where he was taken.
You and the ambassador, or you and the major walk over, and you see a body just like floating in the water.
It's deep enough that I won't be able to stand. Shit. I'm gonna reach down and grab the body, or try to grab the body. See if I can grab it.
You can just do that. As you like pull it out, you see like there's two big cuts across his chest, and in like one of the cuts, there's like a tooth embedded. And then like he obviously like was face down in water, so he's got like some water stuff and shit. Looks wet.
I'm gonna get the major and go closer to the shoreline. Is it tall enough for me to stand?
I mean, right here by the docks, it's deep enough so the boats can get through. There are other places on the shoreline you can stand. As you guys are talking, the Microponesian ambassador comes over. Says, "Whoa! What is going on here?"
Well, as you can see, someone's dead.
Oh my! I thought you guys were supposed to stop the monster attacks. And what are you doing here? You can't believe this.
It's not as simple as it looks. We have very little information to go on at the moment.
I mean, this is the classic. This is why Varakia has always been second best.
I'm gonna like motion to like kind of like tilt my head like I'm angry, but it's more of like a motion for Zephyr to like start going to the boat.
Zephyr can go ahead and give me a stealth check. Miss Faris, if you want to make a move to the boat too.
Yes.
What Zephyr is going to do is cast invisibility on himself.
Perfect. You don't have to make. You're invisible.
And just kind of like try to sneak past everybody, like not touch anybody, and just wander up the gangway onto the ship.
People have kind of like stopped working, and you are able to get on and onto the boat, no problem. Miss Faris, what are you doing?
Okay. I'm gonna go try and find a different spot on the boat where I could still keep an eye out, but also be a lookout.
I mean, apart from where like the gangplank is and where like there's a lot of people, the only other option would be like going into the water and climbing up the side of the boat.
Well, I mean, I can do that. Not excited to do it after something just got, yanked into the water, but all right. Well, I guess then I'm not gonna go all the way to the boat. I'm gonna find like someplace to hide that's a little closer to the edge.
Okay, I'll say you can just like adjust your positioning that where you were. You get like right up against like kind of where the like dock hangs over the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna turn to the guy again and just be like, look, this is a process. We have no idea what it actually is. We have no information to go on. And you just have to be a little patient.
I thought you guys were supposed to be better than this. Actually, I heard all about the wonderful monster hunters in Varakia, and look at you. Your friends aren't even here. Wow.
So tempted to push this dude just in the fucking water.
Once we get him, once we find out that he's responsible for bad things, then we can beat him up.
Is there
Or do.
anything small on the deck of the boat that Zephyr can take and just throw?
I mean, yeah, it's a boat. There's like boat things on it. There's like little pouches of stuff, and
Boat
He's
thing.
just gonna grab something and throw it at the ambassador.
cool. Give me an attack roll. Add your dex.
Supposed to be looking for shit, man, not the attacking.
Well,
Okay. Yeah, you huck like a bag of flour, like a little bag, like a little sack of flour, and just like collides with the ambassador's head, knocks his silly little hat off.
What the hell was that?
Quinn's definitely trying not to laugh.
Daisy, give me a strength saving throw.
Oh boy. Nat one.
You are pulled into the water. Everybody roll initiative.
Yay, that's excellent. That's fucking excellent.
Not only are you pulled into the water, something has like around your neck, like their hand and like arm, basically, and is like dragging you down, sinking with you.
Great.
I got a 19.
I got 11.
Exciting. I got a 19 as well.
Okay. Quinn is gonna be first here. Let me get you all set up.
The
And
one time that my
oh,
strength would have been super helpful, and I roll a fucking now one.
It happens.
Oh god.
wow, a lot of 19s in Zephyr is in 11. Okay. Quinn, you're gonna be up first.
I am
You still
going.
kind of don't know what's happening. Miss Forrest was hidden from you. You're trying to fight back laughter on this ambassador guy.
Oh, can I make a perception check to see if I notice or hear?
Yeah. Go ahead.
16.
You hear splashing, but it's kind of indistinct. But you are on edge. Something could have definitely just gone wrong.
I'm kind of gonna shove the dude out of the way and cast water walking onto myself,
Okay.
and pretty much jump.
Give me a strength check for your axe. Also,
Yes.
what did I say? DC 12, DC
Yes.
15,
You said
12,
15.
15.
15. You said. It's gonna be a 16. Just got it.
Perfect. You will attack normally and do a D10 of damage with your great axe. Okay.
And I jump down, push the fucking dude pretty much down,
Ow!
and jump onto the water and start running to where the splashing is.
Okay. You run in the direction of splashing, but that's really all you can do this turn. Next up is going to be Miss Faris. Give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
19.
19. So you like kind of stable yourself. You took a deep breath as you got pulled under, but you are getting dragged deeper and deeper down. Go ahead and give me a strength check with disadvantage to try and break free.
Dirty 20.
With disadvantage? Still got a dirty 20?
Oh, no. Sorry. Not with disadvantage.
Oh,
Eight.
sorry for my spell. I'm also going to cast it on the major and any men that can fight.
Okay.
So
It's up
You
to
said-
10 willing creatures.
18, you said,
Yeah.
Daisy? Okay. You break free at the end of your turn, but that's really all you can do. Zephyr, it's going to be your turn.
Did Zephyr see Miss Faris get pulled into the water, or?
She would have been on the other side of the boat from you.
So I think Zephyr is just gonna try to find like any incriminating evidence on the boat.
Okay, go ahead and give me an investigation check.
13.
13. You make your way down to like the cargo hold, and there's a lot of stuff down here. You begin to like take a look. Still invisible. See some stuff, but nothing really jumps out as suspicious in the immediacy. But you're down where you're supposed to be. Okay. For those of you above water and on land right now, you see crawling out of the water currently 3 creatures with swords that have like teeth on the ends of them, like tentacles around their face, gills. They look like fucking fish people. Crawl out of the water around the area. Quinn, one basically swims up like right next to you, holding its sword out. And then at the end of like the pier where this boat is, you see another one, like with water like hovering around its hands and stuff. All get out of the water. This one with water hovering around its hands is gonna go ahead and just like cup his hands together and blow, and this huge wall of fog begins to emanate from his presence. That's gonna be him. Let's see. You, Daisy, you feel, you feel this like ripping slash at your back, as it like cuts into you, doing 7 damage. As far as you're like underwater, struggling to kind of get your bearings, this slash comes out and hits you. Coming out of the water, the other people, one is going to attack Quinn twice. It's going to be a 22 to hit on the first one. Then a 19 to hit on the second one.
Just hits.
9, 6, 15 total damage to Quinn. And then 2 more are going to attack just like random people. One straight up just kills one of the port workers. This guy actually missed twice. As he like got up, slipped on some rocks and like stuff while swinging his sword at one of the port workers. It seems like a full-fledged attack is going, as this like fog cloud centers around, making seeing what's going on here very, very difficult for Quinn, everybody else on land. Here, this major is going to run up to the one that killed the guy. She's gonna fucking. She takes her staff. She misses the first attack, but she's gonna hit with her second attack. And do a good chunk to one of the. Do a good chunk to one of the sea creatures. But yeah, that's gonna bring us back around to Quinn as you are on water. This thing is attacking, like swimming in the water. Attacking you.
Yeah, not fun. See what do I want to do. I wonder what would happen if I did this. Probably nothing good. I probably can't see the other person anyway. I'll just attack the person in front of me.
Okay, so this fish boy is like swimming under you, and because he's so close, you can see him. But the fog is like clearly gonna make things harder to see going forward.
Yeah. Ooh. Sorry, I'm just checking something. Yeah, I don't have what I had last time. Alright. It's gonna be a 15. The hit.
That hits.
1d10. X. 4. 10 damage.
Okay. You slash into this fish creature. It goes like as it's like under the water. You can't really hear what it says.
Okay.
Cool. Miss Faris, you got slashed along the back pretty good. You're underwater still. Give me another Constitution saving throw.
12.
You need air bad.
I am disengaged technically, right? I got out
No.
of the hold,
You're out of the hold.
but I'm still
You have not
engaged.
mechanically disengaged from the creature.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna punch it and see if I can at least get it enough away from me that I could take a quick swim up, even if I just have to get up there, take another gasp of air, and get back down there again.
Okay.
So I am going to hit him, and my unarmed strikes are D8 plus 5 extra.
Okay, make your
bludgeoning
attack roll.
damage. Let's see. So my attack roll is 16,
That does hit.
and so 1d8 plus this is 8 plus 5 is 13. So 13 damage. 13 bludgeoning.
It's going to be
damage.
halved because you're moving in water.
Yep.
And like your damage cannot
Yep,
do.
so like 7.
So 6 damage.
6.
And are you only making one attack, or are you making 2? So I think you have 2, don't you? Or no, not yet.
No, I just have the one. So I was just I just wanted to hit him. But I mean, usually my hits would be pretty hard, but obviously underwater it makes it a little more difficult. But at least if I hit him,
Mechanically, you cannot knock him away from you like that. So if you want to go up for air, they would get an opportunity attack on you.
yeah. I mean, I feel like that's gonna happen anyway. But if I don't breathe, then I'm gonna be dead, and it's totally useless anyway. So, I'm gonna use. I guess I'm gonna now disengage.
You can't disengage. You used your extra attack. So if you're gonna leave, it's gonna take a swing at you.
Mm-hmm.
So it gets a 13 to hit.
Yeah. No, 15 is my AC.
Good thing we rerolled your stats. Okay. It misses as you swim away.
So I get up and just take a quick breath of air, and
Yes.
at least I'm breathing, but I'm aware that it's underneath me now.
Mm-hmm. On this next turn, Quinn, you just hear like shouting in the distance. Um, yes. You hear shouting in the distance. As some stuff seems to happen.
Yeah, I'm the only one that has the fog around them, right?
No, it's moving on the whole,
Cool.
whole like port area. Okay. Quinn, I need you to make a. Hold on one sec. I need you to make. Oh, no, it's a spell attack. 16 plus 7 is 23 to hit, I assume.
Yeah.
It's the wrong dice. Didn't grab all my right dice. Wait, I have this right here. You take 7 cold damage, and your speed is reduced by 10 feet. This turn.
Reaction, he needs to make a dex saving throw.
Okay. It's gonna be a 19.
Yeah, so beats it, but he takes half on the success. 2d8 lightning damage.
Okay.
Since he's in the water, is he more conductive?
He's not in the water. He's climbed up on the dock,
Damn
like the end of the pier.
Damn it. No. I wanted to be more conductive. 11 lightning damage.
Okay. Keeps concentration on the fog cloud.
Okay.
And the 11 was not halved, correct?
It was halved.
It was halved.
No,
On
sorry.
2d8.
Sorry, it was halved. I didn't have it.
Okay.
That's what I meant to say. That's what I did not have it.
So it takes some damage. 2 attacks onto Quinn. Oh my god, I have crit a lot tonight, and this
Oh,
is gonna
boy.
be bad for you, Quinn.
Yikes.
That's 3, 6. You take 9 piercing damage. As this fucking like blast or this like dart basically goes into you. Along with 66 poison damage.
What?
It crit.
66.
66.
I was like,
I rolled
fuck.
a lot of ones. So that's 2, 10, 18 poison damage. So 27 damage altogether as this poison dart comes into you. And that's that one's turn. This other one is going to attack the major. It's going to hit once. It's going to miss the other time. Major takes some damage. This one's going to go after Talia, or not Talia, Miss Faris. But a 12 is going to miss Talia, or Miss Faris. Wow. Getting in the right campaign here. And this other one kills another port worker. Okay. Quinn, that's going to be back up to you.
The one right next to me,
Okay.
I did damage to.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna fucking do inflict wounds on him at a level spell slot, cause fuck him. Necroll. 16.
16 is going to hit. The major actually fully kill. You can't see what happened. The major is smacks something twice with her staff, and you hear like a wail of pain.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 d10. 10, 18, 21, 26, 20, 32. 32 necrotic damage.
Yeah, go ahead and how do you want this thing to die?
I put my hand on it, and just like lightning shoots through my hand from the sky and just goes right through him. But it's like a green lightning for necrotic
Yeah.
damage.
It's it smells like it like chars the little fish flesh, and it smells like burned tuna. When it's all said and done, it's gross. Miss Forrest, you got up for air, still kind of struggling with what's going on right here. Tell me what you want to do.
I'm also gonna move to the dock. My
Okay.
full speed.
So you can probably just get out of the water.
Okay.
Well, don't think I'm gonna get away for too long. And I came up for air, but I don't really know where it is now. I'm gonna try and swim for the edge and see if I can't pull myself up out of the water.
Okay, give me a perception check because this severe fog is rolled in and you're kind of disoriented.
14.
You kind of grab out and just like get your hand on the ledge of the pier.
Right. What can I do? What can I do? What can I do? All right. Well, I don't know. What can I do? Can either of them see me? Do they now know I'm here or no? Am I still kind of...
Either of who? Like your friends?
Yeah.
No. There's like a disgusting amount of fog.
All right. Well, is that the only action I could take? Can I do like action surge to get myself up the rest of the way?
You can get up to the pier, or like on.
I just want to get out of the
again.
water. I want to
Yeah.
not be dragged under the water. That would be great.
You can do that, but it's just you really don't have a grasp of the situation beyond that.
Okay.
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 Next up is Miss Faris. On your turn, you hear. Just a heads up, we're under attack. As there's the hooded figure is like standing right next to you.
Oh God.
Yes, there's monsters from the water that have killed multiple of the port workers and are doing bad stuff.
Okay. Well, one of them just dragged me under the water, so that was fun.
Yeah, I saw that. That didn't look good.
No, it was not fun. But we're good. We got to try and figure out what we're doing. I can't see like anything in front of me right now, though.
He kind of points a direction towards like kind of where you can probably gather the pier, like the end of the pier is, and says, "The big one's down there. Go fight it." And then he disappears into the fog again. This thing's just gonna go after. Does 21 hit you, Quinn?
Oh yeah.
Okay. You're gonna take. Ooh, I lied. It's more D8 than I thought. 7, 9, 11. You take 11 damage, and your speed is reduced again by 10 feet. As another just blast of blue light comes out and hits you.
Dex save again.
Okay. Crits.
He still takes half though. 28 lightning damage. 4 damage. That was halved. I got 8.
You lose the ability to do that to me someday, you bastard. Okay.
Talking shit. This is my territory.
The sea is our territory.
I am the storm.
You are the bitch. Okay, 2 of these things are dead. One of these things can go for the major. Can't roll against her, apparently. Ooh, until I fucking crit again so many times, baby. 9.
Too bad you can't do this on the main campaign.
Major takes a chunk of damage. Is not in like awesome shape. And then this other one is going to shoot a little poison dart for Talia, and it's going to be a 19 to hit. You take 7 piercing damage.
That's good. You can tell Talia that.
Or Miss Faris, whatever fuck, you know what your name is. And then 15 more poison damage.
That's
so
dumb.
22 total. Well, oops.
Maybe we should start.
Oh, Zephyr, I totally skipped your turn. What are you doing on the boat, Zephyr?
He's still looking around, seeing if he could find anything that he would think would be important that would show like that they're bringing these monsters in.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me another investigation check.
$11.
I'll say if you use your whole action and bonus action, you can do it with advantage.
Sure. Go with the red one now because that one sucks. 12. Really?
12. I mean, towards the end of like the boat, basically the opposite end of where you came down, you see this like large black ominous looking crate, like big. And you head towards it. Okay?
Okay.
And the last one is gonna take two. It's gonna actually do take 2 attacks at the major. And it's gonna hit once. Major is not in like super awesome shape. But you guys can't really see that. Major fighting for her life. Gonna hit once. Gonna hit twice. She can kill this thing. 11. You hear again, same thing, just like and like a little squeal of pain from something that's not human as the major brings her staff down. Okay, Quinn, your turn. You have like a general idea of where this thing is coming from, but it's gonna be tough to move there. You're also slowed by the.
Can be next
cold.
turn because I'm gonna chug a healing potion and cast healing word on myself.
Okay.
2d4 for the healing potion.
Mm-hmm.
Right, that's what it was.
Mhm. Yep.
Heal back 9. And then healing word on myself.
How do you heal 9 on 2d4?
Wait, 9? Did I just do that math entirely wrong? That's
Yes.
2d4 plus what?
No, just 2d4.
2d4? Oh, my
Yeah.
bad. I thought you said plus.
No, just it's literally the most basic potion there is 2d4.
So I got what? I had 5. So
Yeah.
minus 4. Oh, you know why? I was looking at healing word. That's what it was.
I feel it. I just can't let you cheat.
Oh, you're good. No, you're fine. Like I said, I was looking at fucking healing word, and I always some potions give a plus.
Yeah. Okay. So
And then I
you
heal
take
back.
your
Fucking 3 health. Really weird. 4 health. Roll the fucking 1.
beautiful. So you take your whole turn, just kind of work on yourself there, do some positive self-talk. Miss Faris, you are clearly still getting attacked by something in the water, but the fog is so deep you can't really see what is attacking you. And you still don't really have a great idea of what's happening.
Yeah, I'm still really not sure. I mean, I'm like kind of in like fighting stance because I'm waiting for something to try and grab me again, but yeah, can't really see too straight. What do I do? I mean, I want to kill it, but I don't want to dive back in the water. Swimming's not like my strong suit. So I guess I could try and coax it out of the water, or just wait until it tries to attack me again.
And there was also the hooded figure pointed in a direction, so the big one was another way if you want to try
Right,
and move that
right.
way.
Yeah. You know what? I actually am going to do that. I'm going to head that way because that just, if I kill the big one, then I don't really have to worry too much about fighting the little ones after.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
So I'm going to use my movement and go that way.
You take your full movement. Give me a perception check.
12.
Give me a dexterity saving throw.
I have Dex with advantage.
You cannot see what is happening to you.
Oh, right, because I can't see. It's only things that I can see that I get the advantage on. Okay. So I got 13 plus 14.
You fall back into the water, but you like hold on to the ledge. As you like start to run, you realize you gotta like put your foot down, take your next step. You realize you weren't like couldn't really see where you were going. Stepped off the ledge, but like last second like grabbed, so you're like in the water, holding on to like the edge of the pier.
Okay.
Basically, but that's where your turn ends.
Cool.
Card's making these attacks with disadvantage. He's gonna hit. Gonna miss that second time. So our card, or the hooded figure, you hear this like clap of like you feel this like rush of wind as you hear this like burst, and like you hear a sword like shoot, but you also hear someone say like fuck, and like another like clap of or like rush of wind and like burst sound. Zephyr, give me do what you're gonna do here on the boat.
All right, so I'm approaching this big ominous box, and I'm going to do an investigation check on it.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, you can use advantage if you use both your action and bonus action to do it.
Oh, I rolled a 16. I think I'm just going to do without advantage.
Okay. So you see this box, and you see inside, or as you get closer, it like violently like shakes a little bit, like something inside is shaking. It does not have like a traditional latch or lock of any kind. It is locked by like a pentagram style mechanism, but it's clearly moving from the inside. Something is fucked up in here, but you're also seeing like some of the Micronesian like sailors have like come and taken cover in the cargo hold, but they do not see you.
That's wonderful. I'm going to hold an action.
Okay. All right, cool. Is a 15 gonna hit you, Talia? Or Miss Faris?
Yes.
Fuck, I don't know why I can't. Why it's...
My AC is 15.
Yeah, so it does. So 6, 9, 10. A blast of blue light comes and blasts you in the chest, doing 10 damage to you, and you are like feel like this cold chill take over your body, and you feel slowed by this. Your speed is reduced by 10 feet.
Great.
There's only one of these things left. Just gonna go for our friends. I hit. I'm gonna hit once. 10, 7 damage. You hear like another fuck. Presumably from the hooded figure's voice. In the fog. Okay. Major is gonna make a perception check. You hear a splash, a huge splash, as well. Miss Faris and Quinn, you hear a splash. But that brings us back up to Quinn's turn.
So I have a general direction of where this thing's coming from.
Yep.
Can I make a perception check to see if I can fully figure it out?
Yep.
It's gonna be a 16.
16. I mean, you can see the pier, like pretty well. Like to watch your feet. You have a good idea that this thing from like where the bolts of blue are coming from is at the end of this pier.
Cool. As I kind of know it's at the end of this pier, I'm going to cast. Okay. So I'm going to cast Shatter. And he has to make a Constitution saving throw.
That one.
Hey. It's 3d8 thunder damage. Ten. Whoa, 18. Let's fucking go.
18, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
8 plus 2 plus 8.
All
And
right.
then as a bonus action.
As
Okay.
you cast this shatter, the end of the pier breaks away, and you hear like a whole bunch of splashing.
Oops. Yeah, it's a 10-foot radius sphere. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, then as a bonus action, I'm just gonna cast Healing Word at a 2nd level.
Okay.
Do I see anybody else or no?
With the 16 perception check, you see Miss Faris like hanging on to the pier a little bit.
I'll just. Yeah. I'll just cast on myself then. Fuck it. I'm already fucking low enough. 2 plus 3. Fucking.
Can you
dude, my
cast
thing
2 spells in a
won.
turn?
What?
Can you cast 2 spells in a turn?
As long as it's a bonus action, right?
I thought only if your action was a cantrip.
Is that what it is?
I think that's what it is.
I thought we looked it up. And you could if it was a cantrip. Or no, it has to be a cantrip for bonus action.
Yeah,
Yeah, I feel like we've had this exact discussion before.
We have. It's such an odd rule.
It is a weird rule about the action economy, but
Well, action economy and fucking D&D is funky sometimes.
it is weird. So you cannot cast Healing Word on yourself.
And then I fucking move up because why the fuck not? To see
Okay.
where the pier. I broke the pier.
Okay. As far as you're hanging off the edge of the pier, you're strong enough where I'll let you like get up as a bonus action using half your movement. Or I'll let you just get up using half your movement.
Okay. But it's already slowed, so
Yeah,
I'm only gonna get like literally just up on the edge.
pretty much.
Okay. All right. Well,
You can
I'm-
move 10 feet outside of a dash.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go the correct direction now. Towards where I was going before I walked off the freaking pier.
Okay. Hooded figure. Just gonna hit twice. hooded figure is gonna be like, yes, got him. And take out seemingly another one of the creatures. Zephyr, give me your. What are you gonna do? So you're on the boat. People are starting to come down. Like I said, they have not noticed you. You see that there is a problem here. Big shaky box.
Is there any way that I can like see into the box, like any
No, it's like
grating or anything?
fully
solid?
like
crate?
solid. Looks like a special material. It's clearly like stronger than wood, but lighter than stone or something. Looks like specifically designed to transport something dangerous.
Great, and now I have a bunch of these soldiers or whatever in the cargo hold with me, right?
They're just like kind of like taking cover. Like I said, they are at the farthest end from the cargo hold from you, and have no reason to expect anybody would be down here. Plus, you're still invisible.
Yeah, but if I make it known that I'm here in any way, they're not gonna like it. Is what I'm thinking.
Probably not.
Can I use the guy in my head to communicate with Miss Farris?
Hey, what the fuck do you need?
Tell her that there's something big and angry down here.
Hey,
And-
Miss Ferris, Zephyr says there's some shit on the boat that's mean, big and angry.
Well,
Kind of
that's-
like my ex-wife, am I right?
No, I
yeah,
think worse
that's
than that.
great. It's better.
Oh,
It's better
shit.
in my situation, than getting under the water. So I'll be right there. I kind of like start to change my direction to go to the boat first.
Zephyr, she's gonna try to head on the boat. Hopefully she doesn't just like trip and fall into the water again.
So I'll listen for a splash.
Okay.
Wow. Fuck you guys.
All right. Cool. Okay. Boo, 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 boo.
And
Boo, 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 boo.
is there any like portholes that I can see out of?
Give me a perception check.
That's a good one. 22.
Just as an FYI, when you cast Shatter, the fog began to disperse. What you can see outside of the porthole is that there is like fog clouds that seem to be fading away. Several dead bodies on the port. As far as like on the gangway or the pier. Quinn running further down the pier, and the major lady is like walking on water. You also see the Microponesian ambassador has like got up and start to run towards the city.
Okay.
Well, that was fun.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I needed to know.
Okay. Are you just gonna leave everything as is now with what you said?
Yes.
Okay. Fog clears. Out of the water towards Quinn. That's cocked. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. 4, 7, 14, 22,
I go down.
23, 29 damage as this bolt of blue comes out and smacks you in the chest running towards the pier. And down you fall as your body begins to like turn blue in the chill. Miss Faris, what are you doing? You see Quinn take this blast. Actually, the major is on the water. She's gonna make a perception check. The major is running towards the end of the pier, but does not get to where she needs to be. Miss Faris, actually, it's gonna be Quinn. Give me a death save first.
17.
That's a success. As far as the ice like breaks off your feet, you see the Microponesian ambassador like running towards the city. You see Quinn go down. You see the major still standing. and you see the hooded figure kind of just like chilling like at the like where the pier meets like the solid land.
Okay. Well, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my health potion because I'm really low.
Okay.
2 plus
Rage.
8 is 5. Get into that.
Should have done it 3 turns ago.
I was falling. How was raging gonna help me climb a wall?
You have advantage on strength checks when you rage.
Being stabbed and dragged underwater would make me pretty angry.
Yeah, I
Just
guess
saying.
so. I guess so. All right, so I healed myself for a whopping.
As a barbarian, you don't need a reason to rage. You can just say, I go into rage.
Okay.
That's a
Sure. Well, then I guess that's all I'm gonna do then because I did my health potion
Bonus action rage.
and bonus action rage, so that's pretty much it.
Okay, what direction are you taking your movement? What are you like? Where are you trying to move to?
I was already heading towards the boat to help with the angry thing that Zephyr found.
Okay, so you're gonna continue towards the boat to help the angry thing Zephyr found. Um,
I'm also gonna take out my my great axe and have it in my hands.
do you say anything to the hooded figure about like the ambassador running away or shit, or you just go? Are you just too feral at this point?
I'll tell her, follow him. Don't let him get away. I'm going this way to help Zephyr. And I just kind of like turn and start like gruffly walking away.
Give me a persuasion check.
19.
Okay. Cool. They dart after the Microponesian ambassador. Zephyr, what you thinking? What are you doing?
You're muted,
You're
boy.
muted.
Always do that. I'm looking for anything that I could possibly use to set the boat on fire.
Bro,
Yeah.
you're fucking magical. You don't need
don't have
anything to
any-
set the...
I don't have anything fire-based, though. It's all
Bro, we
thunder.
shoot electricity out of your goddamn fingertips. You can set the boat on fire if you want to set the boat on fire.
Yeah, guess I'll hold an action until Miss Ferris can get here, and I can just cast Eldritch Blast on the entire thing.
So before we go like fucking full send it with the blast and stuff, I gotta know. I'm gonna be, for once in your life, I'm gonna be a little angel on your shoulder instead of the devil, right? The ship has valuable supplies for like the people of this country. I'm cool with blowing it up. I don't really give a shit. Do you want to do that?
Not really, but it's the only thing that I have that'll do anything to this, whatever it is in this crate, and still be able to get my ass out of here.
How about you just maybe blow like a... Do you want to just like blow a hole in the side of the boat, maybe? So everybody can see what's in here? I mean, that would fall under the accidentally stumbling upon something suspicious, right?
That'd work too.
Look, I want to help you out, Zephyr. I like you. I like you a lot, even though, you know, I give you my power for free, basically, right? Here's the thing. I benefit when you benefit, and if you set the boat on fire, I'm not going to benefit. So...
But even that, I don't really have anything to blow a hole in the wall. But I'm sure Miss Ferris can take care
out
of
of your hand, you just shoot an Eldritch Blast. You don't even control it. It just blasts a hole in the wall of the boat. You always got something to blow a hole in the wall of the boat. Come on now. Okay. That's going to be you. In the water. This thing's going to swim towards the major. It's going to miss on the first one. It's going to miss both times. Good, because you would have killed her. And the major is going to go ahead and make her 2 attacks on this thing. She's gonna hit twice. Shit's going down with the major and a monster. Okay. Quinn, give me another death save.
1.
That's 2 failures.
Uh-oh.
Miss Forrest, you get onto the boat. You're kind of on the gangplank. And you see like this blast, this huge hole come out of the back of the boat. So it looks like, you know, something's going on down there. You also see Quinn down on the ground. What you doing?
I mean, I don't know if I can. I can't do anything about Quinn right this second because I just used my only potion.
You have 4 potions that I gave you.
Oh, you give us 4. I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about D4 when you were saying the 4 part. I'm sorry. All right. In that case, I'm going to run to Quinn so that I can at least get him up.
Oh, when you went down, your water walking went away. So, major.
Concentration spell.
Yeah. So, major is now.
It's not. It's a just single cast and it lasts an hour.
Oh, then maybe not. Cool.
I'll read you what it says, just in case.
I don't know if I'll just, you know, because the major's in as rough straits as it is already.
It's a ritual. It's a 1-action ritual spell,
Okay, then it's fine. She's still walking on water.
and it lasts an hour.
All right, cool. She's doing great then. She's living her best life.
Walking on water.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Miss Faris, you're gonna go give a healing potion to Quinn.
Yeah.
Give me 2d4, please.
Okay. 3 and 3.
So 6 total health points back to Quinn.
See.
That's cool. That's your turn. Something happens between the hooded figure and the ambassador. Zephyr, you just blew a hole in the wall. You see Miss Faris and Quinn both pretty fucking injured, down on the pier. And you see that you've now drawn attention to yourself with from all the people.
How far, like, away from the hooded figure and the ambassador am I?
100 feet.
Hmm. Alright, I'm gonna cast Thunderstep on myself, which is teleport myself to an unoccupied space you can see within range immediately. After you disappear, a thunderous boom sounds, and each creature within the 10 feet of space of you must make a Constitution saving throw, taking 3d10 thunder damage on a failed save. Half of
Okay.
damage on a successful save.
Cool.
This is probably gonna wind up not working in my favor.
You want to thunderstep to like where the hooded figure and the ambassador are?
Yes.
Okay. Within range of the spell's damage?
Well, it's within range that I can see. It's a 90-foot range, so I can get almost on top of them.
So, but you want to try and put yourself within this, like, the effective damage radius. Because is it 10-foot radius or a 5-foot radius? Or...
It's a 10-foot radius of where I disappear from.
Oh, where you disappear from. Okay. I thought it was where you landed. Okay. Well, there's no creatures within 10 feet of you. So you... Actually... Okay. You thunderstep close to where this hooded figure has caught the ambassador and is like, The hooded figure is like very tall and is like just like holding the ambassador up by like the scruff of his neck. And he's like, let me go. Actually, you can't touch me like this. And the hooded figure's just like, did you find something on the boat?
I just kind of point back and go, can't you see through the hole that I made in the wall?
I mean, it's a bad angle, but it does look like there's a large black crate on there. What's in the large black crate?
I don't know, but whatever it is big and angry, and I don't want to deal with it.
He turns to the ambassador. What's in the large black crate? Or they turn to the ambassador, sorry. No. No. Okay, cool. There's a chance. Nine. 18. The major goes down in the water. As these two, like, you hear, Miss Faris and Quinn, you hear, like, blasts of water, like rushing waves, collide with something, and you can see the major go down, and this, like, ringleader, big, powerful one, dive under the water. And the major also begins to sink. That's not good. Quinn, your turn.
What can I do? I have no more 3rd level spell slots. That sucks. I mean, I guess I just fucking wounds myself at a 2nd level. 2d8. Wow. 4. Fucking 5, actually.
Cool. Any movement?
Yeah, I'm just gonna jump in the water and see if I can grab her before she starts fully sinking.
You basically, you get to like 10 feet from where she is.
Alright.
Miss Faris.
All right. Well, so what are we? I'm sorry. I looked away for like 2 seconds and I wasn't paying attention. No, it's right before you just said my name.
The major is down. The ambassador is
Yes,
caught. There's a
yep.
big hole in the boat,
Yes.
and the creature, the last remaining creature, has disappeared under the water currently.
Okay. So the water. So we're looking at the water, but I'm not a strong swimmer. I'm fudge. I'm just sitting there still raging. I guess I'll fudge. I don't really want to fight it in the water. Can we get it to come out here?
You hear commotion on the boat.
I hear commotion on the boat. All right, well, I will go investigate and see what said commotion is on the boat.
It looks like the people are trying to get ready to set sail. Leave this port. The Microponesians.
But we've already captured the guy that we think is bad.
Yeah, but something's on the boat.
Yeah, there's a big, mean, scary thing that wants to eat everybody on the boat. All right. Well, I am going to... What the fuck should we do? All right. Well, it's already captured. It's in the box. So if we could just keep it contained, I could try and get the guys to take it off the boat before they leave. Because it's not
You
really...
can do whatever you want to try to do.
Not really their fault.
is literally their fault.
Well, it's the guy in charge's fault. It may not necessarily be the guys that are just in charge of unloading
As
shit.
your turn ends, you just hear some of them say, "Throw this bitch overboard! Let's get out of here!"
He could try.
The hooded figure hands the ambassador to you, Zephyr, and says, hold on to him, please. I must go help your friends." And dashes away, and another like cloud of smoke disappears as they like run away, like bounce off the the pier into the hole on the boat, and like basically just get onto the boat for now, as it's like you can see like people are like they're like trying to drop the sails, like pull the gangplank up and sail the boat away, which probably isn't smart with a huge hole in it, but hey.
Yeah.
Give me a perception check, Quinn.
16.
Just a little too late. You see this creature swim up from underneath you. 20 hits you.
Oh.
And that's definitely going to hit you. Oh, it's 40-10. $11. You take 24 damage on the first attack.
I go down.
You go down and begin to sink as well.
You don't sink when you have the spell on. You just kind of, I guess.
Well, you fall face first in the water, which is still
Oh, no,
bad.
I know. I'm just saying, because this is what it says is if the target or creature is submerged in a liquid, the spell carries the target to the surface of the liquid at a rate of 60 feet. So we're both, me and the major, are just sitting face.
You're just floating on the surface like dead fish.
Yeah.
Okay. Major needs to make another death saving throw. Better. Miss Faris, you are on the boat. Actually, wait. A whole bunch of them are going to try to push you off.
That's not gonna go. I'm gonna.
They just rolled 2 natural ones, so you literally throw 2 of these tiny people off
I just
as they
pick 'em up
come
and
to
throw 'em
rush
off.
you. Yeah, and they're like, "Get her out of here! We gotta get the fuck out of here! We gotta go!"
Yeah. You guys aren't leaving.
Yes, we are. You're on our boat.
I'll throw all of you off.
I'll just stab you next time then. You look fucked up.
I start walking towards the guy that just said that to me.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack roll. If you want to do that.
I mean, I don't, but I feel like I feel like he's snarky, and I want to teach him a lesson. A little.
You just threatened to stab you, and you
Yeah.
don't want to hurt him?
Yeah, he just threatened to stab me, so fuck it. 17.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure this is a really great idea what you're doing. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
I just did. 16.
16, that's going to hit, baby.
It's great. I'm gonna fucking hit him. I'm gonna punch him right in the goddamn throat.
Don't forget to add 2 for your rage
Yep.
to the damage.
D8 plus 5. So 6 plus 5 plus 2, you said?
Mhm.
So 13.
You straight up punch him, and it crushes his face, and it's like, I never touched a woman. And crashes into the boat. You hear stuff happening underneath you. Just like blades cutting at an immense pace. Zephyr, you're holding this ambassador dude. What's up? What do you want to do?
Well, the major's down, so I can't hand him over to her.
We have to help her if we can.
Is there anybody of authority that I can hand this little dude off to Hang him in a
In the
tree.
immediate area, no. Could you tie him up to like one of the light posts or something?
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm gonna do that and try to make my way over to the Major and Quinn.
Okay, you're
If I
pretty
can get
far from
them-
both of them. You tie up this guy. He's like, "Unhand me, you fiend!"
Alright, so I'm tie him up, and then I'm gonna use whatever movement I can use to get as close as possible to them.
Okay, you
Probably
move
only
closer
need-
to them, but
Yeah.
it's not great.
Yeah, I figured I'd only be able to use like
Only you can only
bonus
use 30
action
feet.
or whatever.
Only your normal movement. Okay. This is the bad part for you, Daisy.
Right.
Where is dice roller? You have pissed off a whole swarm of a whole boat full of people who draw swords and charge at you.
Great.
20 dice, or 20-sided dice, 30 attacks.
You've upset the Lollipop Guild.
Okay, they only had +2 to hit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hits, and then 1 crit additionally. They do 1d4. So 4 times 9. 3, 4, 5, 7, 11, 14, 16, 22, plus 9. 31 damage before the crit. And then
Yeah, I'm just
how...
I mean, it
Let's
is
do-
halved.
it is
Yeah,
halved.
it's-
I technically can't. Well, I don't know.
So 16 total damage before the crit. And then after having only 2 more damage after the crit. So 18 total damage.
Okay, well, I'm down.
Okay. You are down on a boat full of people trying to kill you.
Let's see. Wait.
Quinn is down in the water. The Major is down in the water. Zephyr and the hooded figure are still alive.
So, I have. It says I was thinking about this. I have relentless endurance. It says when you're reduced to 0 HP but not killed, you can drop to 1 HP instead.
How many hit points did you have left before you took all the damage?
I had 14.
So you're reduced past 0. You are killed.
Right.
Actually,
Okay.
no, you're just knocked unconscious at that point in time. So you can have 1 hit point left. So you are up with 1 hit point.
Okay. So yeah. That was not great. Not one of my best ideas.
Okay, Major's gonna make another death saving throw. Okay. Quinn, you give me another death saving throw, please. You have
Nope.
No, you've reset.
Yeah, I got a 9 though.
Okay, so you have 1 success, 1 failure. To where you're...
This is the first one for this one.
Oh, that was your first one?
Yeah.
Okay. So you have 1 failure. Miss Ferris is up at 1 HP. Cool. Miss Ferris, it's gonna be your turn.
Okay. Well, 1 HP in a dream. I'm gonna jump off the boat.
Okay, so you're gonna take a disengage so you don't take any opportunity attacks. And jump off the boat. Just give me an athletics check to get off
Cool.
the boat cleanly.
19.
Cool. You get off the boat. Shortly after you fall off, you hear another splash behind you, and then a voice says, that was a really bad idea, just running onto the boat like that.
Yeah.
We're also going to let them get away, which is really bad.
Well, I don't really know what else you want me to do. If I stayed, they would have killed me.
Yes, I agree. But it wasn't good.
Ah,
Oh well.
you're super helpful.
I killed more things than you did.
Yeah. That's cool.
I also caught the ambassador.
Well, I've been getting dragged under the water and beaten up by all these little guys over here.
There's a hole in their boat, so there's a good chance we could possibly catch them if we leave right away.
Alright,
But
well,
the major is also wounded, so she's the one who can control boats, so I don't know. We should probably get back to shore, though.
we should take care of the major. We can catch up to them. We need to get her healthy, because if we don't have her, we don't have anyone to help finish this out.
Yes. Okay. Zephyr, gonna be your turn. You're muted again.
Jesus.
There you go.
How far away from the Major and Quinn am I?
I'll say at this point, they'll each have to make one more death saving throw before you can get to them. But we are kind of out of initiative at this point. So Quinn, give me one more death saving throw.
Ooh, another failure.
Okay. But you get to both of them and like drag them out of the water. Neither of them fully dead. As Miss Faris and the hooded figure stop up on or get up on shore as well.
All right, so I'm gonna use Spare the Dying that I have as a cantrip on Quinn.
You have 4 health potions.
Yeah, but he doesn't get his bonus stuff if he uses a health potion.
Actually, the health potion would probably be better because I think what was the Spare the Dying thing?
It just stabilizes him, makes it so he doesn't have to make any more death
No,
saves.
but I have the Defy Death that I can use. Oh, so when you stabilize a creature with a Spare the Dying. Yeah, it's only 1d8 plus 2, so I'm gonna use one of the health potions on Quinn.
Okay.
Instead, I'm gonna use one on each actually. So it was, what was it, 2d4?
Yes, 2d4 flat.
Okay, so roll 4 for Quinn.
Okay, Quinn is back awake.
And 4 for the Major.
They're both alive. Yay!
Yay.
Major is like spitting up water. Oh, what happened? What went on?
We got our asses kicked. That's what happened.
Like standing over, like behind Zephyr. Yes, that just happened.
Also,
It's
on the boat, there's a big black box with a big scary thing in it. I think we might want to go after them.
Yes, Zephyr did blow a hole in the boat though, so it's probably going to be slow. Major, if you have a naval team ready, they should probably go chase after that boat as fast as possible. It might be our only chance of having any evidence against the Microponesians. Except for the Admiral that Zephyr tied up. Good job. They like smile and give you a thumbs up, but like their eyes are still covered. It's very weird.
Honestly, who? I don't even want to know. I'm just fucking.
Gives a very uncomfortable thumbs up back and just kind of starts walking off.
I feel like you all are very cold to me after I have helped you. I've done nothing but help you.
I'm grateful. I'm just really confused on who you are.
I mean, that makes sense. but none of you ever asked, so.
Who are you?
My name is Ricard. I am someone who has been on the trail of Microponesian corruption for a long time. And it brought me here.
Nice. I'm glad. You've helped us a lot. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna reach over and cast Cure Wounds on the Major.
Thank you.
She gets 8 hit points back.
Well, it sounds like good job finding whatever was on the boat, and blowing a hole in it. And I guess we've captured this ambassador, so maybe we should go investigate him, but I think at least some of whatever attacked us got away. And some good people died as a result of this, but might lead us closer to some answers. So, I guess thank you all. She like rallies a group of people who set out on a boat, or are starting to get a boat ready to go and sail out, and like kind of uses her staff as like a cane to get back to her office. The person who identified themselves as Ricard, they untie the ambassador and then like tie the ambassador's hands up, and carry them behind the major. And that, you know, they just very calm, seemingly content with whatever happened. And the three of you are kind of still out on this dock port area.
I'm going to the bar, and then I'm going to go pass out. I'll probably see you guys at some point.
I'm just gonna go pass out.
I'm gonna go find those guys that took my money.
Okay. All right. So a little bit of time passes. Quinn, you're finishing up your drink at the bar. You hear, and then like a pouch of coins drops next to you and says, Major says this is your cut for the operation.
Quinn just kind of nods to go, thanks.
You're welcome.
I mean, any news? Did they, I mean, it hasn't been that long, but...
The ambassador is claiming diplomatic immunity, and that this is something to the effect of, this is outrageous, and Microponesia will be cutting off trade with Varakia.
Well, that's if we find that boat, though.
Yes. So, the boat did sail off. I don't know how. I'm not a naval person, so I don't know how long it'll take to catch the boat. Miss Forrest, the next morning, they just like kind of disappear.
Bye, Ricardo.
They're like, it's Ricard.
Ricard.
They nod their head and just disappear. Miss Forrest, when you awake the next morning, you just see a coin purse like on the end table next to your bed.
Cool.
At night, give me an investigation check, Zephyr.
14.
14. Running the same kind of back alley game, or like you see, kind of like looking around a corner, the people who beat you in dice were talking about. This loaded dice trick never fails, I tell you, man. We just hustle everybody in this fucking town. So you hear the same people who took your money admit to having loaded dice. What are you doing?
How many of them are there?
His ass.
There's 3, kind of street level thugs.
He's Zephyr is just gonna disguise himself as like the run-of-the-mill back alley person, wander up next to them, and cast Thunderclap. So they all have to make
I'm just gonna make one for all of them.
DC 13 con saves.
They fail.
All right, so they take I'm 6 levels, so this is gonna be 3d6.
Mhm.
They take 8 damage, and I'll get thrown back 100. Yeah. No, they don't get thrown back. No, this is something else. But they all take 8 damage.
So you run up, blast this like, booming sound of thunder. They all kind of get knocked back into the wall. All of them severely hurt. And you just see like, out of the darkness, a sword pops to one of their throats and is like, "Did these people hurt you in some way?"
Not physically, but they cheated me out of most of my money.
Should I kill them?
No, we don't need to kill them. Just want my money back. And their dice.
They put, you see it's Ricard. They knock the dice up out of the hands of the person who was laughing about him. Just like, slice the dice all into pieces. "Oh wait, you wanted those. I'm sorry. I'll get you another pair of dice." And then they
I
like,
wanted that pair though. They were special to me.
"I'm sorry. What if they like cut the coin purses off of each person's belt and says, 'What if I give you all of these?'"
I guess that'll make it up for it.
They also throw the coin, like a separate coin purse to you, says, "Major says that's your cut."
Thank you very much, Ricard.
Ricard puts they pulled out 2 swords. They put them back behind their, like, at their hips and stuff. Ricard says, "None of you stayed around to interrogate the ambassador. Why is that?"
I can't speak for the others, but I'm not in it to interrogate. I kill monsters.
That's fair. That's valid. Your feelings are valid. Well, this has been interesting. I might see you again sometime. But, I'd expect things to get worse with the Microponesians, so be careful.
I try to be.
Okay. They just disappear back into the shadows. And we will zoom out from Westhoff, and that's where we'll end tonight.
All right.
Okay, everybody, that was Idiots Rolling Dice. I am your host, Mimic the Idiot. I don't know why I'm talking like that. That was Monster Hunters Wanted. Little side quest, because unfortunately Jimmy was not feeling well and could not make it tonight. But yes, so that was fun. Some crazy stuff is going on. Who knows what could happen in the country of Varakia? Whoo! Like I said, I'm Mimic the Idiot. I Dungeon Master tonight. I was joined by Played a Fool, who played his character Zephyr, Daisy Cakes, who played Miss Faris, and Vex, who played Quinn. And follow us on Twitter at erdpod, IRDPOD, Instagram at Idiots Rolling Dice, and TikTok at Idiots Rolling Dice as well. I don't post on the social medias very often, but there are updates and like things about the show, and like when new episodes go live and stuff. So those would be things to take a look at. Hope you guys all enjoyed.